Hello everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Friday. My name is Joyce and thank you so much for being here with me on this fabulous Friday afternoon. I have a few museum pieces today, just a couple, don't worry. I do also have been working on some things, maybe matching some stones for, a ring or two or three here. And well, speaking of museum, very recently we've had rhodochrosite, and I've seen a couple of stones here and there. You guys have probably seen them too, in a couple of rings, earrings, pendants. Out of, I think, everything that I've seen so far, I think this piece right here might just be the most attention-grabbing stone that I have seen. What I have in my hand is a 519 rhodochrosite, and I just can't stop looking at it. Quite frankly, it looks like Mahenge pink spinel, looks like Burma ruby, it looks like so many things, but the point is that it is so incredibly clean, it is so incredibly neon, and I just can't believe that it's here. Even management themselves were swooning over this piece, and so it is here today. If you've been looking out for a 519 cushion cut rhodochrosite, I do have the one, and it is, I just can't take my eyes off of it. Right? Even from here, it's got such a huge presence. So that will be here. And I don't mean to scare anyone away, but I do have a emerald necklace, and it's a lot. So I'll show that to you guys in a moment, but just know that this necklace has several stones in them. It has nothing but Asher cut emeralds as well as baguette cut white diamonds. So it's a huge piece, but I am so excited about it because the emerald quality, it's unbelievable. It's almost like, pinch me, is this even real? So we'll get to that. Also, one of the largest sphenes that I think I have ever seen is here in a necklace, and I don't even need to put on my glasses to see where it's at on the table. It's right there. It's staring at me. So that will be here today. And of course, if you have new requests, please do not hesitate to call in. Let us know what they are, and we can always check in the back for you on availability and whatnot. So let's get right into it because we have a lot of pieces to get through today. And so let's take a look at our very first item of today, which so happens to be black opal. So here it is. Black opal. Now you're thinking, there are no reds in this stone at all whatsoever. What is going on here? And I say, yes, I agree with you. This is going to be 1125287. This is going to be black opal. Now, throughout the years here, I have seen, a wide variety of the black opals here and there. And, some of them, the base colors may be a little bit, lighter, some of them a little bit darker. This, I might have to say, is, to me, it feels like a true black opal where it has that dark base color. This is going to be our 183 oval center stone. It's currently in the yellow gold. Could you tell? I know it's a lot of diamonds, right? Specifically 24 points of diamonds in this piece right here. If you want to change the gold color, go ahead, but personally speaking, with how much blues, it's basically entirely blue, that the stone has, I would really just, want to keep it like it is in the yellow gold, just to have a little bit of the warmth, just to offset from, the cool nature of the stone itself. And of course, a piece like this naturally does have to start in the range of $29.99, as black opal, still a black opal. It's still got these, it's rather intense, right? So it's not like, I've seen some stones here and there. I did not like them. They were black opals, yes, but I did not like them. Why? The stone was dark. Yes, it was dark, but there was no, flash of color that I could see in the stone. It was just a dark stone. I was like, I don't find it appealing at all, like not even 1% appealing. Looked at it, couldn't really see, if I don't like it, you're not gonna like it. Simple as that. So that stone, I'm like, in the rejection pile it goes. I'm not gonna work with it. That's it. But this stone, I was like, you know what? Saw it. It was on the darker side, but there was something about how, intense the blues are that it just really caught my attention, right? Not every single black opal here has to have red flashes. This one, again, primarily the blues. Very slightly, you will see a little bit of the greens trying to come through here and there. And there's also a touch of a paraiba blue on this one. And again, $29.99, not going to be on this. You know, black opal is still black opal. It's still a, you know, collectible gemstone. You know, there's no two black opals out there that are exactly alike. And so here's what we're gonna do. I think, again, this is not a large size. I know I like to bring out the big boys, the museum pieces, the high-end pieces, but you know, maybe not for everyone, but that is why this piece is here today. It's not even going to be $14.99 today. Again, you know me, it's Fridays. I only got pretty much only one of everything I have up here with me. So if you would like to, you know, just see it in person, again, it does not look like this in person. There's something about how when you see it in person, it is somehow so much more intense. It feels like you're looking at something that's been computer generated in a way. It almost looks digital with how intense the blues are. And again, this is an opaque stone. You cannot see through it. Yet when you see it in person, there's going to be this level of like, I don't know, you just look into it and there's like depth in it. Again, you can't really see into the stone per se, but there's something about how intense these blues are that it feels like it is alive. And we're not gonna make it $14.99. If you would like it, just try it out. Again, it doesn't have any reds in it, I'm gonna say that. And you know, again, primarily with the blues. Gonna move it around here, see what else we can possibly find. Again, just a very subtle hint of the paraiba blues here, but again, still a gorgeous piece. There's where the greens are. Again, very subtle, and it does depend on, you know, the angle at which you look at it from. Right, then here is where the greens come out. But you know, when you look at it like this, you know, the greens, you kind of see them trying to come through there, but they're not really that prominent, right? But that's the beautiful thing about black opals is that no matter how you look at it, again, it's gonna be on your hand here, which you're not going to be looking at it from this angle, you know, 24/7, right? It's probably going to be, you know, from different angles. It could be from this angle, right? So that's the beauty of it. It's not going to be like this, you know, static the entire day, 24/7. No matter how you look at it, it's going to be the same. It's going to change. You saw it. Again, I picked it up and I moved it around a little bit and it changed. So if you would like this one, again, change the gold color if you must, but I really recommend it in the yellow gold. We are going to make it $1,299 to the very first caller who says yes on this one. And again, this is a darker opal, yes, but still, even from the hand, you can still see how electric blue the stone is. It's not just, you know, the color disappears completely, right? As long as you have some semblance of a light source on the stone, you know, this stone is going to change, and it absolutely does. It absolutely will. And $12.99 will make it yours. Again, the style too is perfectly everyday wearable. If you wanted to dress it up, go ahead, right? Stack some wonder rings around it, and just like that, you have, you know, more diamonds added to your overall look. But if you just want something simple, you just want something everyday wearable, I mean, this is it right here, right in front of you. $12.99 on this one. Let's go back up close here and take another look. Again, true to size on this one. Right, you just look at it from the side, you know, very simple, single halo, diamonds down the band. This is what it looks like from the back, right? That is just, simply put, that is just a plain gold band, right? So here it is, $12.99 on this one today. And again, if you have any requests, please let me know. And I mean, you know, I kind of like this view too, right? It's not every single stone you see up here has to be, you know, polished to perfection. Right? I kind of like seeing, you know, again, like the history of the stone. That's what I love about opals, and I hope you do too. $12.99 on this one. And hello, everyone. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Miss S. Hi, Julie. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Amy. Hi, Alan. Hi everyone, and hello everyone who might be watching on YouTube / our website here. Yeah, there's a lot today. I'm just gonna throw out some stone names. So I did mention color change sphene. I mentioned rhodochrosite, which, by the way, Amy, since you're here, Amy, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I had mentioned a aquamarine in a ring for Christine. Well, good news is that Christine opted for a different piece. So now I can finally show the aquamarine. So Amy, if you would like, this is the aquamarine inner ring that I was referring to. So just let me know if you would like to see it here. I do also have Rubilite. Do not worry, it's not, $1 million. I have a Rubilite today, rather affordable. And kunite is here in a rather interesting cut. And what else do I have here? Of course, the emerald necklace that I'm so excited about. Yes, Alan, this is indeed black opal. I quite like it. There's no reds in it, but with how intense the blues are, that really makes up for it. Which, speaking of the blues, well, this isn't necessarily entirely blue, but next up we do have a piece here. It is going to be 1123839, looks something like this. And, there's blues, there's purples, there is a lot going on in this ring right here. This is our unheated Tanzanite. Now, if you guys remember, I was a little bit obsessed with a specific unheated peacock Tanzanite, many weeks ago at this point. This is our 1123839. This is our trilliant. Now, I love the trilliant cut, and that is in part because of how, it almost reminds me of like a round, right? With how it interacts with the light, how it just disperses all of the light and colorful flashes back into your eyes. This is our 374 trillion cut center stone. It's also got 16 points of the diamonds, currently in the white gold. If you want to switch it, that's perfectly fine. But with how many different colors that this stone has, I would really recommend just keeping it in the white gold. I love the asymmetric look about this one. And even better is that, no graphics, but here it's been, $49.99, and since then looks like it has been discounted. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I am glad that it has been knocked down in terms of the price. This piece right here is no longer $19.99. I know, kind of scary of a discount, right? Instantly from $49.99 all the way down to $19.99, but guess what? We are going to do something even better than that. And let me also just show you, all of the different colors that the stone has. So, looking directly into the stone, you can see the purples, you can see the blues, right? But then as I turn it, suddenly the stone is green. That's right. Right in front of your eyes, right? Purples and blues. And then I just turn it, just to the side. And then somehow the stone is green. It's a really beautiful green color. It's kind of like a minty blue-green color. But the point is, it's changed colors. What is going on right here? I have no idea. That is just, this is part of the reason why, unheated peacock tanzanites, they have been, rubbing off on me just because of this, right? You would have never expected it to be like this, but here we are. It's not going to be $19.99. If you would like it, if you just want to try it out, again, if you don't like it, send it right on back, but at least just see it for yourself in person. And no, this color change is not, oh, you need a loop to see it. I mean, yeah, we are pretty up close right now, but, I was holding it in my hands before the shows, no loop, no glasses, no nothing, just holding the piece and just turning it just like that. And it's like, oh, that's a totally different stone, isn't it, huh? But it's not. It's the exact same stone. There's no magic tricks up here. The only magic trick that is happening is, because of the stone itself. If you would like to try this piece out, we're going to make it $1,599 to the very first person who says yes. I mean, green is a color, in the gemstone world that, it's kind of, may or may not be everyone's, favorite color, right? But every single color that you see in this stone, I would say, are appealing. It's not like a weird, gray color. It's not like a weird brown color, right? Every single color that I see in this stone, I absolutely love. From the purples to the blues to the greens, everything I love. $15.99 on this one. This is what it looks like on the hand. Now, naturally, I just had to put it on my index finger here because I think with the asymmetric style, I quite like it this way. Again, you don't have to wear it on your index finger, but I just think, you know, it's a little bit different, right? Just, you know, just to change it up a little bit. You know, the opal we had was a single halo, simple enough, but you know, something asymmetric just like this, it works great with a trillion cut too. And $15.99 on this one right here, right now. I only got the one. Now, if you want to see any other options, I do have, you know, that cushion cut that I've been, you know, mentioning. But again, this is one of those stones, again, eye-catching. We don't really get to see too many of the trillion cuts either. You know, typically they are pear shapes and cushions, ovals here and there, right? You don't get to see trillion cuts that often. You know, saw a heart shape once upon a time, that was it, right? So call it now and grab it while you still can. Let me actually move it over to my ring finger here in case, you know, you wanted to wear it this way. But again, no matter how you wear it, it's going to look great. Everyday wearable still. Now, it might be a little bit more difficult to dress up with the Wonder Rings, I will say, but I mean, it's still a, you know, to me, it feels designer. It feels like it could be a statement piece. And of course, that stone by itself is making its own little statement here. So let me know on this one. $15.99, and let's go back up close and take one more look at this one before we move along to yet another piece that has, you know, several different colors in it. And we will see. Let me know on the black opal here. Of course, if you wanted to see anything with like red flashes, I'm sure we have something in the back. I just don't have anything up here today with red flashes. I know, very unusual of me. But here we are, black opal still here, unheated peacock tanzanite still here for the moment. And this next piece that I have, a little bit of a spoilers, it is a raindrop ring. However, it is not just your average rainbow ring. Now, from this color combination, I can think of one person. Hope they're watching. Let me know on the unheated peacock tanzanite here. And next up, have a little fuzzy over there. We do have a raindrop ring. However, for this next raindrop ring, I only have one of, and that is because we have Brazilian paraiba in the center, as well as two perfectly matching Russian demantoids, one on either side of your Brazilian paraiba. This is it. I am so happy with how this piece, you know, turned out. You know, Russian demantoids, they were easier to match here. But, you know, I saw the Brazilian paraiba stone. I was like, man, I just have to do something with that stone. Like, it just cannot just sit in the vaults any longer. I have to do something with it. This is 1125256. And your Brazilian paraiba by itself is a 13-point stone. Brazilian paraibas, you know, they are smaller stones, typically. We have some larger stones here. Costs a lot, yes. But when you have a 13-point stone like this, you just have this urge to just, you know, set it in a piece, right? Well, here was the problem, because we didn't have anything ready for me to, you know, just put a 13-point Brazilian paraiba in without it, you know, not fitting or just getting lost amongst all of the VS diamonds, right? Until I remembered we have the raindrop ring. Did a variation of the raindrop ring where, you know, we did one with demantoids before. We did one with Mahenge pink spinels. We did one with paraibas. We did one with probably multicolored sapphires. This is a popular style, and suddenly it was like, that's it. This is the absolute perfect piece for this stone. And then here's another question I had. I was like, all right, center stone has been determined. What do I do for the other two stones? You know, I'm not going to be in luck looking for two more matching, perfectly matching Brazilian paraibas. It could even be the Mozambique paraibas. I'm not going to have any luck at all whatsoever. So what do I do? Well, I decided, you know what goes great with the paraiba color? Russian demantoids. And there it was, Russian demantoids. That was it. That was the answer. Looks great in the white gold too. I was like, it's perfect. It's meant to be. So went and got perfectly matching 2 Russian demantoids, neon as can be. Every single colored gemstone in this piece is neon. So here in your Russian demantoids combined, you have 17 points total weight. And you know, it's currently in the white gold. I really would love to keep it in the white gold, but if you really want to change it, you know, go ahead. But me personally, you know, I would really recommend just leaving it in the white gold so that you can see all of your gemstones just pop. And of course, we have diamonds. I know it's like this piece, those graphics, it's a lot, right? Visually, it's a lot, you know, a lot to read. But we also have 59 points total weight of all of your diamonds. And if you have the raindrop ring, you know it, you love it. It is comfortable. You can wear it every single day. This is just the perfect way to wear rare and collectible gemstones all at once without having to worry about, you know, breaking the bank or even, you know, feeling the need to, you know, hire security guards, right? This is it. Now, I only got this one piece, obviously, you know, saw the stone, grabbed it immediately, was like, I gotta work with it. So here it is, started at $49.99. I will, of course, love to show it on the hand. Let me actually put it on the middle finger here, right? Even from here, those stones show up. They do not disappear at all. You can see the color that every single stone is. You can see where every single stone is. You can just, you know, you can see how neon the stone is, right? Not one single stone is like, oh, where'd it go? It disappeared all of a sudden because it's so small. Small it may be, yes, but it has also got intensity, it's got neon, and it's got color to it. This is not going to be $49.99 or even $2,999. Now, I wish I could, you know, recreate this look a million times over. Unfortunately, I simply cannot. It's not possible. This is what it looks like on the middle or the index finger here, you know, just as a thought, right? You can wear this piece, you know, many different ways. I feel like index, middle, ring finger, they all work. Definitely not for the pinky or the thumb, but no matter how you wear it, you are going to love it, right? You've got this gorgeous, you know, combination of the blues, of the greens, and again, Brazilian paraibas and Russian demantoids. Stones that are so incredibly neon, so incredibly bright. And this entire ring right here is not going to be $29.99 today. I just love, again, how pieces with the negative space, how different it looks like on the wheel versus on the hand. Kind of looks like, you know, the stones are floating right here, doesn't it? And $29.99, it's not going to be, again, true to size on this one. That's what it looks like from the side. It truly is so incredibly comfortable to wear. It's, again, modeled after the raindrop ring, which if you have, you know you love, right? You probably wear it every single day. Call me on this one. It's not going to be $29.99. Let's bring it back up close. One more look at it before we give one final price drop and hope it goes, because this right here, we are going to make it $24.99 today for the very first, honestly, collector who says yes on this one. They will be able to grab it. $24.99 on this one. And of course, Tracy, did you want to see the Tanzanite on the hand again? And yes, this is the absolute perfect way to highlight smaller stones, because, you know, smaller stones, they do not deserve to be, you know, just sitting in the vault because they are small stones, right? This is the Tanzanite we had just now for Tracy, and I believe this one is still here, so let me know on this one. And I mean, this is it. This is the perfect mounting. I might just have to ask our jewelers to, you know, I think they went home for the day, but I might just have to ask them to, you know, bring the style back, you know, right? Request it in a couple different gold colors. And, you know, see what other combinations I can make up. So this is it. $24.99, and this is it. This is the perfect ring for anyone out there who loves, you know, blues and the greens, paraibas and the demantoids. This is it. I only got this one. So call me now before it goes, really, before we move along, before we go. This is it. Let me also show you what it looks like from the side here. Again, the perfectly matching Russian demantoids, right? I mean, you look at it from here and it's like, yeah, that's pretty bright, right? That's as bright as it gets. And then you look at it straight on and it's like, okay, yeah, that kind of hurts to look at, right? And that's, again, this is just proving to you, right, the power of, you know, Russian neon demantoids, right? You know, when you look at it, it doesn't look like some dull green stone that no one wants, right? You look at the stone, you're like, I want that. I want to have that in my collection. And this is also what it looks like from the back here. So the band does taper nicely. It is true to size again on this one. And let me actually just hold it up here so if I can, you know, angle it here so you can see through the back of your stone. Can you just, I mean, that stone is so incredibly saturated. You know, that's what is expected of the Brazilian paraibas. But again, it's just sometimes, you know, it's kind of hard to believe. You know, I get to see these stones, you know, pretty much every single day, you know, stop by the vaults here and there and just take a quick look. But, you know, still time and time again, I am still, you know, shocked. I am taken aback. I'm like, how is this even possible, right? Made by Mother Nature herself. I do not know how, but here it is. And $24.99 on this one. And again, Tracy, I don't know if you needed to see this on the hand again, but this is our Tanzanite from not too long ago on the hand. So again, it has a nice presence about it on the hand. And again, just love the asymmetric design on this one. $15.99, I believe it's still here, so call us if you would like to grab it here today. I just love how, you know, it feels brilliant in a way, right? You know, it's not a diamond center stone per se, but there's something about it where you just look at it and it's just bright. It's just sparkly. And let me know on this one, $15.99. And let's go back to our blue and greens on the wheel right here. I do have Mandarin garnet today. I actually have a couple different options. I will put it like that. I do have a brand new ring today. It is a pretty decent size. Again, went through what we had. And this will be coming up next. And let me also just quickly flash this against the hand because I know we've been, you know, curious as to what this could possibly be, but this right here against my hand is a color change sphene. Yes, this entire stone right here does in fact color change. And this entire stone is actually larger than the light that I use. So I think I might have to invest in like an entire light bulb at this point, but this is by far the largest color change sphene that I have ever seen. And it is here today as an opportunity for one of you guys out there. So we'll be getting to this soon, maybe in the first hour here. And of course, if there's anything that I'm, you know, mentioning or flashing that you want to see right now, please let me know. I mentioned again kunite, Mandarin garnet. I actually do have a Speertite garnet in a lady's ring with some pretty interesting accent stones that in this day and age would not be possible at the price that I'm going to do on it. And what else we have here? We also do have bicolor tourmaline. It's quite unique. You know, we've seen a lot of bicolor tourmalines here and there. We generally can have a picture of what it looks like in our minds when we say bicolor tourmaline. But the one that I have here today is going to be in a pear shape, and it is in a pendant, and it is absolutely stunning. So that will be coming up as well. Of course, Amy, please let me know if you want to see the aqua. I do have it on the side here. And next up, let's get to yet another surprisingly neon stone, and that is going to be the Mandarin garnet. This is what it looks like. It is 112-5214, and this is Mandarin garnet in our signature style. In the white gold currently, if you want to change it, that is perfect. I actually would really recommend it in the yellow gold. And this is it. This is our 630 center stone. It is going to be our oval, you know, everyday wearable style. And not too crazy like the couple of Mandarin garnets that we've had, you know, in the last couple of weeks here. you know, right, this is a little bit, you know, low key, right, with its carat 19 of diamonds, right, you know, not too bad. White, yellow, or the rose gold on this one. I would really recommend it in the yellow gold. And $99.99 was the price on this one. Of course, I feel like it's now mandatory with every Mandarin garnet, but this is what it looks like with 2 of our 3 lights blocked. And again, it looks great, right? Bright orange stone, right? You can see that it is included, but then as soon as I block 2 of the lights here, it suddenly looks so much more intense. Again, I have been falling in love with the stone. I really did not expect to, but here we are today, and you know, I just been bringing them to you guys, you know, week after week after week, and you guys seem to love them, so I'm gonna do my best to try and bring, you know, some more when I can, but this is it. This is Mandarin garnet, and again, this is an included stone. Keep that in mind. I know it looks great like this right now, but I'm gonna actually zoom in just a little bit more here so we can actually see into the stone here. But this in fact is an included stone, right? You can see it. I'm gonna block the lights again so I can kind of help you see into the stone here, but you can see it is going to be an included stone. These typically are. But why I keep saying it is because, you know, despite all of the inclusions, it still looks incredible. It looks so fiery, so intense. And this entire ring right here is not going to be $99.99. If you know, again, the prices of these stones have gone up, right? They are going to probably keep going up. Nothing we can do about it, right? Wish we could, unfortunately we can't. So the only thing that we can do is to bring you guys these stones and still do our best to give you guys the best value here. So here's the thing. If you would like it, I only got this one again. And instead of that $99.99 price tag, we're not gonna do that. Again, keep in mind, it's not exactly a baby small center stone with, you know, barely any diamonds. It's got, you know, well over a carat of diamonds here. And, you know, in the recent past couple of weeks, we've had a couple of pieces here and there, approximately in the range of $6,000 to $7,999, right? But for this one right here, I'm not even going to make it $5,999 today. Ginger, I agree. I would do this one in the yellow gold. If you love it in the white gold, that's perfectly fine as well. But me personally, I love Mandarin garnets in the yellow gold. This is not $59.99. Take a look at it on the hand, you know, barely my size. But look at the sheer size of that center stone. Look at all of the diamonds there. Look at how intense the inside of the Mandarin garnet is, right? You know, again, it's an included stone, but you can still look into the stone itself. You can still see all of the fiery, bright lights that the stone, you know, reflects into your eyes. It's not some murky, hazy, whatever stone. If it were, I would have never, you know, looked at it, right? If we put a, you know, VS diamond next to a I3 diamond, which one are you going to look at, right? Same thing here. If I put this Mandarin garnet next to another Mandarin garnet that looks like, you know, orange plastic, which one are you going to look at, right? Which one immediately draws your attention? This one. That is why this one is here. That's why we have, you know, we have rejections, which, by the way, I'm not going to touch those. I know that these stones are hot right now, you know, very trendy. Everyone wants one. I'm not going to touch the rejections, right? Because I don't like it. And if I don't like it, you guys are definitely not going to like it. It doesn't look like a gemstone. It doesn't feel like a gemstone. You know, the name is there, yeah, but does it look like this? Absolutely not. This one right here, $59.99. It's not going to be, again, I only have this one. True to size on this one is just currently not in my size, but we will still size it for you. Or if you want to change the gold color, we will just remake the entire mounting for you, no problem at all whatsoever. Again, comfortable, got an under gallery. It's not even going to be $49.99. Gonna zoom back a little bit here so they can see more of the ring. Right, under gallery, comfortable to wear. The band does taper nicely. I would wear this every single day. And even better yet, $49.99 is not going to be your price. Again, I want, it's kind of an impossible dream at this point, but I want everyone who wants a Mandarin garnet to have one, especially one that looks like this, especially one that when I block the lights, I mean, it just gets even more intense, right? This is with one light blocked, and this is with two lights blocked, right? If you have this ring and you just kind of, put your hand underneath the table, as long as there's, a light on the ceiling, it's going to look like this. I've tested it. It has been proven. It looks fantastic in person. I know right now it's like, whoa, overwhelming, right? But when you see it in person, it's going to get even better. So if you would like this ring right now, call me. We are going to make it $2,999 on our Mandarin garnet ring for today. Again, I only got this one. Now, I do have another Mandarin garnet in a pendant. However, it's going to be pricey. Why? This one is clean of inclusions, and it is from the private collection. It looks something like this. So, again, you can kind of see the difference here. Yes. Thank you very much. The Tanzanite. The Tanzanite? Congratulations on that one. And again, this is it. This is where you can get a Mandarin garnet in a ring that looks like this for $29.99. Now, if you like the pendant that I just flashed, again, you can see that it's, rather different. It's cleaner. This one is actually from the private collection, the pendant that I'm holding right here. Here's where, the problem was. The pendant is the exact same price, $29.99. The center stone is half the size. Yes, it is far cleaner, but again, I just like how we are able to bring you guys different options here. If you, prefer clarity over size, the pendant is perfect for you. So again, if you need a full presentation on the pendant, I can do it. Just let me know, but also just keep in mind that the pendant right here, the center stone by itself is only a 303. Still a gorgeous stone, a gorgeous piece, as clean as can be, but it is up to you what you are looking for. But just know that, again, I know it's kind of, a little bit weird to say, but what I have here right now is your choice of $29.99 for the ring or for the pendant. You can kind of see how different they are. But again, if you need to see the pendant with any more information, just let me know here. And let me actually, in the meantime, since we're on this little, garnet train here, let me also flash a Speertite garnet that I had briefly mentioned here. And that is because it looks something like this. Ladies ring, got some rather impressive yellow diamonds, one on either side. You can see how here is where we go more into the reds rather than the oranges. So if you would like to know more about this little guy right here, please do let me know. Congratulations, Tracy, on that one. I know you're gonna love it. And what else do I have here? Boulder opal and a pendant. I do have that. Kunite, mentioned that. If anyone wants to see a sapphire in a ring, I do have it as well. Been working on trying to work on, bringing some more sapphire pieces here, as it seems like sapphire stones have gone extinct. Couldn't find anything, so find a couple of pieces here and there, so looking forward to that. And what should I do next? Again, I think this piece is still here. Brazilian paraiba with our Russian demantoids. And before we move any further, I just have to flash the emerald necklace. Now, just know that I have seen a lot of emeralds in the 4 or so past years that I've been here. Every single emerald in this necklace might just be the cleanest emeralds I have ever seen. I don't even have to zoom up close for me to tell that to you guys. You can see it. Let us all just take a moment here, take it all in. Now, I will say that the emeralds, they do end, but do not worry, it's not just gonna be an empty space. You have got your emerald cut white diamonds. I think I called them baguettes earlier, but No matter what they are some incredibly large diamonds. This is the most expensive piece that I have here today, 6 figures. So that's just a heads up. But you know, when you see emeralds that are this clean, you just cannot help yourself. I just could not resist. I just had to grab it just to bring it out, just to show everyone, because this is it. This is, again, this is going to probably be the one piece that has this many emeralds that are the cleanest emeralds that I have ever seen. I mean, right? I mean, I look at it and my brain is like, surely those can't be emeralds, right? Surely it must be some pretty nice, you know, sapphites, right? Right? Green tourmalines, right? But no, these are all emeralds. I just simply cannot believe it. Just look at how they reflect the light. And again, if you would like to see more on this one, please let me know. But this is it. This is the ultimate, truly the ultimate emerald necklace that I have ever seen. And again, the clarity is crazy on this. I'm almost speechless. I can't believe it, right? I mean, I'm just moving it ever so slightly, just turning it here and there, but these emeralds are so incredibly clean. Of course, I will show it to you guys up close as well, but again, this is just a quick little flash, a quick little preview. Let me know if you'd like to see more about that piece, and let's go back to our Mandarin garnet for a quick little moment here and see if anyone would like to take our Mandarin garnet friend right here before we move along. Now, I might just have to show you guys that bicolor tourmaline pendant because it is a gorgeous piece. Now, typically when we say bicolor tourmaline, you guys probably think of, you know, a reddish pink and green, right? Which, you know, it's fair. Whenever we Google or use whatever search engine, you know, bicolor tourmaline, that's typically the two primary colors that pop up here. Now, what I have here today is going to be a bicolor tourmaline that has the pinks and the greens. But what's a little bit unique about this piece is the number of colors that I seemingly am able to see in this piece. I'm going to have to zoom out just a little bit for this piece because, again, it is a pear-shaped and a pendant, but it is going to be a longer pear-shaped style here. Call me on the Mandarin garnet. And next up, we do have an item that goes by the number of 1125276, and it looks a little something like this. Now, you can see the pinks, you can see the greens. Now, towards the center is where it gets a little strange. Because from the greens to the pinks, there seems to be some sort of blue in there. And from the blues to the pinks, there seems to be some sort of, I'm just going to call it white, but I've never heard of white tourmaline. I don't think I've heard of it. Don't know if it's a thing, but this is it. Not only with the pinks and the greens, but also with the blues and the whites. This is everything. This is going to be in the white gold only, and this center stone by itself is going to be our 710 pear-shape. Now, I will say again that this is a tourmaline, which does mean that it typically is, you know, rather heavily included, and this stone does have inclusions. You can see them as I move the piece around. Again, this is not a 100% clean stone. I know we're so used to seeing them here and there throughout the show, but this one, it does have a little bit of inclusions here and there. But now, personally speaking, does it bother me? It does not. Absolutely not. When you have colors like this in this piece right here, like, I don't care if it has more inclusions than this. I am just obsessed over the colors that this bicolor tourmaline has. And again, such a beautiful, you know, gradient of color too. It doesn't look like, you know, Mother Nature was not fooling around with this piece. She was like, all right, we're gonna do bicolor tourmaline and we're gonna make it right. This also has 47 points of your diamonds. Single halo, diamonds on the bail. The bail is turned right now, but it is a perfect, simple, everyday piece. Yes, Carolyn, I agree. This is a beautiful bicolor tourmaline. Now, I've seen a lot of these stones. Again, I get to see these stones pretty much every single day, and you know, they are beautiful, right? But to see one like this, where it truly just grabs your attention, this is bicolor tourmaline on another level. Now here's the thing. It's not a small piece. Has a larger presence on the neckline because of the elongation that it has. $69.99 was where it started. This is what it looks like from the back here. So again, it is not a 100% clean stone. You can still see how the colors are so beautifully blended even through the back. It almost reminds me of a watercolor painting. Now, I know I went to art school, but watercolor is actually one of the mediums that I have been terrified to work with. You know, never worked with it. You know, I tried sewing before I tried, you know, watercolors. I don't know, there's something about watercolors where, you know, you need to have such a, you know, high command over or control over the water itself, or it's just been a little bit intimidating for me. But, you know, there's something about the beautiful blend of colors in this one right here that, you know, it just screams watercolor painting. Take a look at it against the hand here because, again, this entire pendant from top to bottom is going to be 2 inches. It's not a small piece, just know that. But again, this could be a statement piece. I think it really is. I mean, even when the light just dances through the entire thing, right? You can see all of the different colors. It's not like the blues disappear. You can still see where every single color that you saw up close still is, you know, in a distance away. I wish there was a matching stone for this. I wish we had 2, then I would just take it apart, make some earrings, all will be well, right? But unfortunately, I only got this one. And $69.99, it is not going to be, again, you can call in whenever and request something similar to this one. You are not going to be getting anything. We can bring out bicolor tourmaline pendants, but are they going to look like this? Absolutely not. Here is your chance to own the bicolor tourmaline of your dreams. And instead of $69.99, we are not even going to make it $4,999 on this one today. Again, it's a beautiful piece. I could see you wearing it higher up on the neckline. It's not going to be even $49.99. If you would like it, call me now. We're going to make it really quick, really easy. We're going to make this entire piece right here $2,999. Just like that, you can have a bicolor tourmaline that has, you know, the 2 colors that you would immediately imagine and so much more in this one piece together in this one gemstone. Take a look at it against the neckline because this is it, right? From the diamonds to the stone itself. I mean, I just love how the light dances through this entire piece right here. It is a simple piece, everyday wearable, absolutely. $29.99 on this one. Let's go back up close and take one last look at it before it goes today. Again, I only got one of these. I wish I had, you know, at least another stone, then I could make earrings, but unfortunately, this is all I got, right? The greens, the blues. And, you know, from this angle, it's kind of giving like a, you know, like a diaspora color, very slightly there. And then it goes into the pinks. I just love everything about this piece. Kind of reminds me of like, if you were standing in a meadow and the sun is setting, right? The green would be the grass, and then, you know, starting from where the blue is all the way to the pinks, it could be the sunset. I mean, I just absolutely love this stone. I love this piece here. Let me know if you love it too. $29.99 on this one. And Mary Jo, I agree as well. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, beautiful, stunning. You know, all of those words you can keep saying for, you know, you could say it for every single piece up here, honestly. But when you actually see it in front of your eyes, you're like, wow, that truly is. Like, you feel it in your heart, right? Where it's like, that is an absolutely stunning piece. It absolutely is. $29.99 on this one if you would like to grab it. And, oh, so white tourmaline is a thing. So it does exist. Good to know. And I will definitely be looking more into that after the show here. White tourmaline, that's really cool. Boosts self-confidence, which usually takes a toll during challenging situations. That is very cool to see. So I'll be researching that after the show here, but let me know on this one, $29.99. If anyone wants to see the color change sphene necklace, please let me know. Mandarin garnet is still here, I believe. Let's see what else might still be here. I think the Brazilian paraiba with our Russian demantoids is still here as well. Another gorgeous piece that should not still be hanging out here. And yet here we are. Mandarin garnet, if you would like to see it. Looks like this again. Gorgeous piece. Also for $29.99 on that Mandarin garnet actually. And the Brazilian paraiba with the demantoids is $24.99. So again, a lot of these pieces, they just cannot stay. I trust that they will go. It can't be after the show. That can happen, that does happen. You know, if you remember the Mandarin garnet with the yellow, the intense yellow diamonds from last week, did end up going. So, you know, pieces go, you know, sometimes without me knowing. If I don't know it, then you probably don't know about it, but again, call me now while this piece is still here. And watching all this gorgeous jewelry is challenging, Tracy says. Looks like we might all need white tourmaline, so I'll look into it. I'll see if we can get some. Let me know on this one, $29.99. Now next up, I do have a kunite in a ring. It is a round, they're calling it a fancy cut. I can definitely see where that fancy cut inspiration came from, because when I saw this stone, I too was like, huh, that is not your average round cut kunite. So let me know on this bicolor tourmaline pendant right here. And next up we have kunite. Let me get that cleaned up right there. This is going to be 1125296, and that is going to be our round. It is going to look like this. Now it's kind of bright. I agree. It's a little bit too bright to see into the stone here, but let me just zoom in just a little bit. And you can kind of see, actually when I block maybe one of the lights here, you can kind of see, you know, that fancy cut that they are referring to. And I'm just going to hold it here so we can all just look directly into the stone here. But this is our 530 center stone. Again, didn't do a good job at cleaning. It's also got 21 points of your pink diamonds, as well as 92 points of your white diamonds. There is a lot going on here. Try again. Now, there's something very strange about this cut. This is what it looks like on the hand here. You can kind of even see it from here, where it almost looks like a couple of stones that we've seen here and there, where it looks like there is a firework that has been frozen in time inside the stone. Now I know that this stone is a little bit bright to see that. Trying my best to not, you know, have it be so bright and sparkly, but failing miserably. But this is it. This is our round. Simply put, it's a round that's got a little bit of a unique cut inside of the piece here. $49.99 is not where we are going to go with this piece right here. We're going to drop it below that, which, you know, now that I think about it, kind of said it subconsciously, but there are pink diamonds in this piece. Now that I think about it, now that I actually look at it and think about it, there are pink diamonds and white diamonds in this piece right here. True to size on this one. I feel like very rarely do we get to see the rounds. Usually they are emerald cuts, cushion cuts, ovals, sometimes pear shapes here and there. But very rarely I feel like do we get to see the rounds. I know we've seen heart shapes. Have we had trillions before? Can't remember. But this piece right here is not going to be $49.99. Let's bring it back up close, see if I did a good job cleaning it. If not, then the jewelers will clean it for you. We can see right there where it's almost like there's a star in the center of your piece right here. It's not quite a brilliant cut. It's not a Portuguese cut, but again, it's like that frozen firework in the center of your stone right here. And it's not going to be $49.99. It's not going to be $29.99 if you would like a round kunite ring. Call me now. I only got this one. Last time we saw round kunzites was when I had those 2 loose stones and I had those bangle designs. Now those I cannot make into rings. They would probably be too heavy, be too large to be put into rings. But this one right here, perfect size, gorgeous mounting. We are going to make it $19.99 for this entire ring right here. And I mean, just look at the depth of that stone. Even when you look at it from the side, it's still that iconic purple color. Same goes for when you look at it from the back, right? This is a perfectly clean stone. You can see where you have your white gold and the rose gold. Now, if you don't like the rose gold, but you like this ring, don't worry. It's just a little bit of the rose gold just to help out the pink diamonds a little bit. The entire back of the ring is going to be in the white gold here. It has to stay like it is for the gold color, but we will still size it for you, no problem there. And $19.99 on this really cool, honestly, kunzite in a ring right here. $19.99 on this one. Let me know. I was actually thinking not too long ago, what happens if color TV was never invented? I was actually just, I don't know, it's such a random thought, but I was just wondering, what if, you know, television and everything was still in the black and white? I don't think, you know, jewelry shopping networks could ever exist then. You'd say it's purple and it doesn't look purple, it just looks gray. But here it is, $19.99 on our kunzite in a ring. Now, I do also have another piece coming up today, brand new. It sounds like Cornflower blue sapphire, but not over $10,000. So if you would like to have a Cornflower blue sapphire in your collection, I know it's been a while since we've seen one in a smaller size. Last week, was it just last week? I had brought to you guys a rather large heart shape in a ring. That was quite pricey. But today I have a stone that is, you know, a little bit over a carat. It is that Cornflower blue sapphire color. It's gorgeous. It's in the bridge. I think you guys might like it. And so we are going to move this little guy aside right here. Again, let me know if you need to see any of these pieces again. And here we have our Cornflower blue sapphire. This is going to be 1125253. Pretty easy to remember. And this is going to be our carat 18 Cornflower blue sapphire in the bridge mounting. White gold currently. If you want to change it, go ahead. I love it as is. Typically, I love the Cornflower blue sapphires in the white gold because it has such a unique color. It's a little bit hard to describe, but it's got such a unique color. I would not want to, you know, put it in the yellow gold or even the rose gold to mess around with that color, but you know, the royal blue sapphires, I'm all for the yellow gold, but for this one in particular, keep it in the white gold. If you want to change it, just give us some time. We'll still do it for you here, but this also has a carat exactly of your VS white diamonds, diamond single halo around your center stone, diamonds in the bridge. Every single diamond is natural. Every single diamond is a VS clarity. I know I heard we had a not registered caller call in a couple days ago asking the question, are your diamonds natural? And they are 100% natural from the earth. And you know, it's been a while since I've heard that question, but it's just kind of a, I don't know if it's a nice reminder, but it's definitely a reminder that there's still, you know, a lot of the lab grown and, you know, man-made out there. But if you want to go for the natural, we got you covered. This Cornflower blue sapphire right here is not going to be $59.99, which again, sapphires, you know, I feel like once they hit the 1 carat range, then the price kind of just starts to creep upwards, which it definitely does. Again, a carat exactly on the diamonds in this one. It's got a lot of diamonds. You know, really, if you change it to the yellow gold, you may not even necessarily see the yellow gold in this, so I would just keep it like it is. It's not going to be $59.99 on this one. Again, we don't get to see cornflower blue sapphires that often. I'm just glad that we have one here that, you know, isn't over $10,000 like the other one that I had not too long ago. If you would like this, it's not even going to be $29.99. Take a look at it on the hand here, because if you know the bridge mounting, you know that this is not, you know, your average itty bitty, barely there kind of mounting. You know, this by itself, it may not be our largest bridge design, but it still has some sort of weight to it. You can feel it the moment you pick it up, where you're like, okay, wow, this is not, you know, a small bridge design. This has weight behind it. And especially when you consider the 1 carat of your white diamonds, and not to mention all of the gold that is required to set every single individual diamond and center stone, you know, together, right? This is not just, you know, one single band. In fact, when you look at it this way, it looks like a, you know, triple band ring kind of like stacked together for you in one ring already, so you don't have to worry about, you know, the rings twisting and turning here and there. It's all done for you. This is what it looks like from this side right here. You can see how the center stone is floating over the rows of diamonds. This is not going to be $29.99. If you would like to pick up, I think this might be the only cornflower blue sapphire we have in our inventory as of today. That is not, again, you know, like the heart shape we had last week. This might be it, guys. So if you would like it, call me now. We're going to make it $2,499 to the very first caller who says yes. And again, this is a very different color from the royal blues. Let's bring it back up close here. I don't think I actually have a blue sapphire here to compare it to. Let me just see. Yeah, I don't think I have one to compare it to here. But, or I guess I could bring out the opal and compare it. But just know that this is not, you know, your royal blues. This has got that it's a very specific type of blue color that, again, is very different from the royal blues. So $24.99 on this one. Please let me know. And with that, we are already done with our very first hour of our Friday evening here. And hello, everyone. My name is Joyce. Thank you so much for being here with me on a Friday. And again, this is our color change sphene in a pendant, but also, you know, with a chain. But this is such a large piece right here. I mean, you can see it. Definitely too big for a ring here, but it's just gorgeous. You saw a quick little flash of it, and just let me know if you're interested in it. It's not a itty bitty teeny tiny little stone here, so let me know if you'd like to see this, and let me know if there's anything else you would like to see that maybe you know, briefly saw in the first hour. I know we had a lot of, you know, very different pieces here, some of which is still hanging out here. So Mandarin garnet included, bicolor tourmaline in a pendant included as well. Kunite still here, and of course the cornflower blue sapphire is also still here. And we still have so much more to get to. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with the tourmalines today, but I do have not only a Rubilite, but I also have a green tourmaline. It is not your average green tourmaline. It is a round cut, and it is a rather large stone. It's not going to be inexpensive, but it is gorgeous, so just heads up there. Also, we'll show you guys the aqua in the second hour. Congolese tourmalines. Yet another tourmaline is also here if you would like to see it. It's not a huge size. It's a nice, you know, smaller size in one of our bridge designs. And also the Speertite garnet that had flashed, and a lot more. So let's get back to it. Cornflower blue sapphire right here. Tracy, yes, it is a huge stone. I feel like I was trying to take a picture or a video of it with the incandescent lights that I have, portable of course, like a little flashlight. I feel like I feel like I need a whole, like I need a light bulb, you know, like a light bulb that just, I don't know. I need something that is larger than the light that I had used. But before we get to that, I hope Amy is still here. Yeah, the T in TVON stands for tourmaline. That seems to be the case today. Amy, if you're still here, I got the aquamarine. So moving from one blue stone to another, cornflower blue sapphire still here. Let me know on that one. I do have aquamarine in that gorgeous everyday wearable style. This is 1124607. Had created this piece for one of our lovely requesters. She opted for a different piece, which is perfectly fine, because that means that this piece is now available to whoever would like to grab it. This is aquamarine. This is our 213 center stone. 16 points of the diamonds burnished into the sides there. White, yellow, or the rose gold. However, you know what I'm gonna say, I do love it in the white gold. I really, you know, these stones are really saturated to the point where, you know, if you change it into the yellow gold, it's not gonna turn the stone a weird green color. But, you know, just from me as a designer to you, I would prefer it in the white gold. I would absolutely not put it in the rose gold or the yellow gold. And here's the best part, is that it's not going to be $29.99 today. We don't get to see so many of our aquamarines in the rings purely because, you know, the brighter the blue color, the higher the price tag, which of course, if you were out there shopping for an aquamarine in a ring, would you want a colorless stone with a name attached, or would you actually want a gemstone that looks like Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine? Probably the latter, right? You would not want to have, you know, a barely there blue just for the sake of having an aquamarine, because it doesn't look like it. This is a stone where, you know, I could have easily just put it up here and said nothing, and you would already know what the center stone was. I did not have to say it. I did not have to, you know, do a whole little debate thing up here where I have to persuade you that this is in fact aquamarine. You just look at it and you instantly know. Why? Because the color is there. Now here's the thing. $29.99 is a great starting place. And again, if you knew that not too long ago there was a drought, right? There was, you know, a drought of aquamarines. There was nothing, because the brighter the blue, the higher the price tag. That's it. And you've seen some of our, you know, other stones, and, you know, they are beautiful pieces. The color is absolutely there. But then it's, you know, the price tag is definitely higher. I had one not too long ago, 3-stone style. You probably remember. It's a gorgeous blue. Larger stone, of course. Fancy cut diamonds on either side. Makes sense. But, you know, what we see out there, we can get, you know, aquamarines that have that bright saturated blue, but is it going to have the value that we want to do our best to give to you? It's not. This one right here, we can give you a value. If you don't yet have an aquamarine, I understand. You know, aquamarine, emeralds, rubies, those stones, I understand if you do not have one just yet, because those are incredibly difficult to even get stones that, you know, meet our standards. If you shop for those stones elsewhere, you probably might have been a little traumatized, a little bit disappointed. I get it, right? Not even aquamarines, but peridot. Again, you know, I've been online, looking through online stores, see these stones. I'm like, wow, that's a really cool whatever stone. And then I look at it and it's not. That's not going to happen with this one. You're not going to open that box and be like, oh, what did I get? Like, I don't know, right? Let me read the invoice. What stone did I get? Oh, it's aquamarine. Oh, that's nice, right? Can kind of see the color. You are going to look at this. You are going to see immediately that bright blue that it has. This is what it looks like on the hand. Even on the hand, it does not lose any of its color. There's no color filters here. If there were, again, my hand would be bright red, right? My hand right now, not bright red at all. It is normal hand color. This is not going to be even $19.99 today. Again, keep it in the white gold, please. But again, if you really want to change it, I would advise against it, but the option is open to you. And $19.99, it is not going to be. I love how this piece right here, wider band, true to size, it has so much of the gold presence. I think, you know me, I love a wider band for any of my rings here, but there's something about this where I could even see you maybe even wearing it on the index finger. Let me move it over there. I mean, one design and it's so versatile. So this is what it looks like on the index finger here, right? You've seen this design time and time again, and even so, it has such a different look. So again, this is what it looks like on the index finger, right? Just moved it one spot over, and I think it still works. That's just what I think. Again, there's no, you know, have to wear it as a pinky ring, as a thumb ring, as a middle finger ring. There's none of that. You can wear it however you want, but I just love how a design as simple as this, you can wear it so many different ways. And if you're like me where, you know, you can wear pretty much the same sizes on these 3 fingers, right? Just get that size and you can change up your look every single day. You don't have to get a new ring for a new finger, right? You can just move it right on over and it will work. True to size on this one, the stone is not high off the band at all. I love how the cushion cut, especially with the aquas, how it just kind of condenses all the color into the stone. You know, some of the other cuts, you know, there may be a little, you know, parts of the stones where the color does get a little lost, but this one, absolutely not the case. And even better is that it is not going to be even $19.99 today. Let's bring it back up close and take yet another look at it, because this right here, if you like it, if you really want to just try it out, I think this is the perfect piece to try out Aquamarine. If you are a newer viewer, a newer shopper, you don't yet have Aquamarine, you want to try something out just to see our quality, I understand, and this is the perfect piece to do so with. We are going to make this one $1,399 to the very first caller who says yes on this one. And even from the side, where you can barely see the stone, it kind of looks like that Cornflower blue sapphire that we just had. It is not a, you know, see-through, there's no color in the stone kind of stone. It is blue through, and even from the back, right? No matter how you look at it, there's no yellows, there's no greens, there's no browns, there's no other weird color mixed into the stone. This stone is pure blue, bright blue. If you get it, you are going to love it. Let me know on this one. So it looks like from the other side as well. And back to the front we go. This entire piece is just so gorgeous, and I love everything about it. I'm just glad that it is here today. $13.99 on this one. Do call me if you would like to grab it here. And I think you can also, you know, dress it up. If you wanted to stack some band rings around it, I think that's perfectly fine, perfectly doable, but I personally would just wear it, you know, by itself. I just love everything about this where, you know, it's still got some diamonds here and there, very minimal diamonds, but there's no prongs with the diamonds. If there were, then I'd probably be a little, like, you know, hesitant, right? They'd probably have a higher chance of catching. But here, when you have your diamonds burnished into the band, it is going to be smooth to the touch. You only have 4 prongs in this entire ring, and that is for your center stone by itself. Nothing more, nothing less. And this is it, $13.99 for Aquamarine like this. And if you see this piece and you immediately think that it's got your name on it, you got to call in on this one, grab it now. Next up we have Rubilite, single halo design. Going a little less crazy this week with our designer pieces here. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago where we had that gorgeous private collection Rubilite? I think it was 2 weeks ago, right? It's been a long week, guys. Let me know on this one, $13.99. And next up we do have Rubilite. In a ring, single halo, gorgeous piece. This is 112-5286. This is going to be in the white gold, but if you would like to change it, I would be open to changing it to the yellow gold. I'll have to think about if putting this piece in the rose gold, I'll have to, think about it, but the option is there. This is going to be our 236 center stone. Nice, everyday wearable. It also has 73 points total weight of your single halo of diamonds. You can see every single individual diamond in this halo. It is not going to be that, itty bitty, teeny tiny little diamonds as an accent stone. You can count every single diamond in this halo. Every single stone is sizable. And I only got this one. Yeah, that's obvious. But I only got this one. It is still it's a bright stone. It is clean. It's still tourmaline. I know we're so, spoiled by TVON where we just assume at this point where, every single, naturally should be very included stone is going to be extremely clean. But, we do our best to, spoil you guys with the best of the best. And, we love to see you guys so incredibly happy with your pieces. And so this is why this is here, because not everyone is looking for a private collection Rubilite, probably. I don't think I have another one to share with you guys at this moment. So this is where this piece comes in. Also everyday wearable. And even better is that it is no longer going to be $49.99 today. Brand new piece, still going to take it down lower in terms of the discounts. And also, I did mention a green tourmaline. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna present it. If you would want to see more about it, let me know. But just know that I do also have a green tourmaline. It looks something like this. So again, I know it's a little bit overwhelming. But here's what we're gonna do on this one. Single halo, solid gold band, white, yellow, or the rose gold. Totally up to you. No matter how you look at it, it's got those bright, hot flashes. Kind of looks like the fuchsia colors. And this entire piece right here is not even going to be $24.99 today. We've seen some stones here and there, namely with the fire opals, where it creates its own little glow on the wheel here. It seems like what this Rubilite has done is that this Rubilite has reflected into the back of the band, which has then reflected onto the wheel, which I'm sorry, but I have never seen this happen before. Usually it's just, the center stone does it, but here it's the center stone reflects into the back of the band, which then reflects not only onto the wheel, but also looks like onto our tweezers here. This, by the way, is supposed to be a really included stone. And look at what it's doing. That is incredible. This is not gonna be $24.99 if you would like it. I would love it. We're gonna make it $19.99 to the very first caller today who says yes. And again, Rubilites, are also rather popular. We don't get to have, a lot of them. We have a couple here and there. I have a really large one in a necklace. It's a pear-shaped. I'm sure you guys all remember it. But as for anything, smaller, wearable, this is all I got. This is what it looks like on the hand. I mean, right? Even from here, you can see all of the internal flash that it has. And Tracy says, you have no idea how happy I am with all my pieces. I kind of go crazy picking out some to wear. I can only imagine, right? I mean, just looking all the pieces here, I like to sometimes go into, the computers here and, just go through all of the pictures that we have of pieces. And it's kind of crazy to imagine, how many pieces were here and then are gone. And it's like, I hope you guys are all enjoying your pieces. Can't imagine if you guys have, 10, 20, 50 of our pieces here, how you could even possibly decide what to wear on, any given day. I'd be a little bit stressed, honestly. Stressed, but in the good way. $19.99 on this one. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. This is what it looks like from the side, so not too high off the hand at all. Single halo, everyday wearable. I don't think you could maybe, you know, stack the wonder rings around this one, but, you know, I think with how large the diamonds are in this piece, you know, you probably wouldn't feel the need to dress it up at all. I mean, right, even from here, you can count every individual diamond on my hand. There's no need for a zoom in, there's no need for a up close look, just like this. You can count every individual diamond that is on my hand. And not only that, you can also see the prongs. You can see the prongs of the diamonds as it's on my hand. That just proves to you how sizable these stones are. $19.99. Let me know. Let's go back up close on this one right here. See if we have any takers on this one. Bicolor tourmaline in the pendant, I believe, is still available. And next up, I think I have to bring out the color change sphene in the necklace here because I want to give you guys enough time to think about it. I know it's like almost half of the show is already over, but I think I think we can do it. So let me know on this one, and of course the emerald necklace if you would like to see it. Let me just see if I can grab it here and show it to you guys up close because these stones are incredible, right? Every single emerald and diamond in this piece as clean as can be. I mean, for these emeralds, you can probably like count the inclusions. That's how few there are. That's incredible. So let me know on the necklace if you would like to see it. Just know that it's going to be in the 6-figure range, so it's not small. I wish I could take it apart though and, you know, make so many different, you know, rings and earrings and even bangles out of it, but the entire necklace is here. Let me know. And next up, I believe it is time for the color change sphene. Do not forget, we also had the Mandarin garnet, Speertite garnet that I had flashed, and of course the pendant here. Have a sapphire from the private collection today, which is quite special. We really are just, you know, opening up the private collection since, you know, feedback was it was amazing, you know, from the Mandarin garnets, to the paraibas, to the blue and black Tanzanites, of course. You know, it's nice to have such a positive feedback on the private collection because, you know, those things are not taken lightly, right? These stones have been, you know, in the collection for who knows how many years, probably for as long as I've been alive. So again, it's nice to have such a positive feedback, and we love to share more with you guys. And that includes sapphires, you know, stones that you probably would have never expected are here. You know, rubelites, Mandarin garnets again, you know, tourmalines. This is the sapphire that I was referring to, and so much more. Now, if I had a private collection, it would probably only have black opals, but I do have my own little, you know, secret stash of pieces here and there that I need to work on, that I just setting aside for, you know, inspiration here and there. Let me know on the Rubilite. And next up is where we truly go to the museum here. This is going to be our color change sphene. This is 112-5110, and I'm gonna zoom back quite a lot here because this is by far the largest color change sphene that I have ever seen. And yes, that does rhyme. But get ready because this right here is in the platinum. The chain is included. And the center stone by itself is our 5586 oval color change sphene center stone. It's also got 271 of our diamonds here. This is not a small piece. This is collector's material. I honestly did not ever even dream of a sphene of this size. I am, you know, speechless. I can't believe that this is here. And the entire pendant from top to bottom, the entire pendant itself is going to be 2¼ inches from top to bottom. And the chain is actually going to be 18 inches at the longest adjustability. It does have the ball adjuster there. So at the longest, it's 18 inches, but you can wear it however you want to. But I can totally understand if you just take this piece and just, donate it to a museum here. And I don't even have to, point out the color change. It is already, trying to happen in front of your eyes. Now, I do have a price here, and it goes a little something like this, $59,999. So again, large stone, collectible stone, stone of this size. It makes sense, right? At this point, it's forget about the diamonds, forget about the platinum, forget about the chain, forget about everything, just focus on that stone. Just for that 5586 center stone, like that price up there, it's perfect, right? But I really want someone to have this, and I don't want this to be sitting here, whether in the private collection, back into our vaults, whatever. I don't want this piece to be here. I want one of you guys to have it. If you've been collecting for many, many, many years, have yet to have or even see a color change sphene of, this size, today is your day where you can finally get what might be the largest color change sphene that we've ever had in TVON history. And it's not gonna be $59,999. Now, I did make an attempt to put this piece under an incandescent light. I do have a video here, so we can show it here. It does show more red in person, as photographing or taking a video of a color change stone is difficult. Recently I had a color change stone. Tried to take some pictures of it, and it looked completely different from in person versus on the actual, camera/phone, right? So just know that this stone, when you see it in person, put it under that light, it is going to have some more of the reds here. And I was actually kind of having a little bit of fun with this, where I would actually, hold the light directly over the stone and just kind of like twirl it in a circle. And it had this kind of like a whirlpool effect, which I thought was, really cool, really hypnotizing in a way. And again, this is just to show you that this stone is 100% color change. Again, it shows more red in person. I did my best. I think I need a larger light source. I'll try to find one. But this piece right here, we're not gonna leave it there. I want someone to own this. It's not gonna be even $39,999. I know, at this point, it's like, take the diamonds for free, take the platinum for free, take the chain for free, and just get it for the stone, truly, because I don't know, I've never dreamed that this could ever possibly be true, but here it is, right in front of our eyes. And even better is that we're not gonna make it $39,999. I'm gonna grab it right here. I'm gonna show it to you guys against the hand so that you can see once more the size perspective on the stone. Now I will say, I'm just gonna compare this to some of the other stones that I have seen here in person. And compared to the other stones, this one is a little bit on the darker side. However, you can still see all of the different colorful flashes that it has to offer, with the greens, of course, the yellows, the oranges, and last but not least, the reds. So that's just, of course, no other stone can even compare in size to this one right here, but this has still got all of those colorful flashes. It is still that beautiful green color. And again, I really would not blame you if you just took this piece, got it today and just immediately just donated it to a museum, because I am very sure that they would be incredibly happy to even have this piece on display. If you would like this entire necklace today, we are going to make it $29,999 to the very first collector who says yes. Again, do not ask me for another 55 carat color change sphene. I guarantee you we do not have another one. Could you imagine these as earrings though? That'd be kind of crazy, but this is it. This is the largest stone that I have ever seen, that you probably have ever seen. And it is here today, right in front of you, as an opportunity to get it home. And I mean, this is it. If you shopped at the museum, if you were able to go into the museum or the museum's private collection to shop this, you are going to be paying far more than that $60,000 initial price tag. I guarantee you that. This truly is an opportunity of a lifetime. I know sometimes it's, you look at it and you're just thinking like, how is that even possible? I don't know, but this is TVON, and this is where, you know, we do things that, you know, other places may not be able to do, and that is give you the value of a lifetime. So let me know on this one, $29,999, and take a look at it against the neckline as well here, because again, this is not a small piece. No matter how you look at it, it's got those gorgeous color changing flashes inside. And this is definitely a large stone, not to be looked upon lightly. Call me if you'd like to grab it, $29,999. Let's go back up close and take another look here. Gonna put it back on the wheel so you can see one last look at it before we move right along here. And of course, before we do that, this is also what it looks like from the back as well. So again, perfectly clean stone. You know, there's no problem with the cutting, there's no problem with occlusions, there's no nothing. The entire piece is just consistent throughout. I mean, it's just such a clean stone, and you know, I like to talk about rejections here and there, but we've also had, you know, color change sphenes be rejected because of, you know, the cut, it's not perfect, there, you know, there's a huge old window in it. You know, and some of it, the color, like, it's just too lacking. You know, there have been some stones that I have seen where, you know, no matter how much light you shine into it, maybe if you're lucky, you'll get like a flash of, you know, flash of green here, but this, absolutely not the problem there. And I'll even say that this stone, when I was looking at it in person, it actually had some sort of, it kind of looked like a zircon. I know it's kind of hard to tell right now with all those colorful flashes here, but it kind of had the blurriness that a, you know, a zircon usually has because of the double refraction. The inside of this, I almost called it a zircon. The inside of this color change sphene does look a little blurry. My brain thought, you know, zircon because of, you know, the characteristics that zircons do have. And I actually do have a zircon here to share with you guys in case you were interested in, you know, what is she talking about? Because a lot of our blue zircons, if you can kind of see where, when you look into the stone, it looks a little blurry. That is the double reflection. And this color change sphene, for whatever reason, has the exact same thing going on right here. So again, not a small piece. Please do consider it if you have been looking for something like this, you know, collecting gemstones here and there. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I didn't even know this was possible, but here we are. I wonder what the world's largest color change sphene is, actually, now that I think about it. But I mean, look at it. I'm just moving it very slightly, and look at how many different colorful flashes it rotates through, right? All going to be in that same color range, but everything is going to be so sharp, so bright, so, you know, full of life, truly. So let me know on this one. Not a small piece at all. And we will find out who is going to grab it today. Ginger, I wish we could change it to the yellow gold, but this one has to stay like it is in the platinum. But I do love the color change sphenes in the yellow gold here. And Stefan, thank you so much. He says, I don't know how TVON can sell such quality products for such a great price, but so glad we found you guys. Keep bringing the awesome jewelry to us. We will, of course, do so for as long as we can here. And not only that, but I just love, you know, designing these pieces for you guys too. You know, it takes a while here and there. Had some pieces, you know, in the works for upwards of 2 years, but you know, it's a process. It's an entire process, but I love, you know, seeing the feedback on, you know, pieces that I've done, pieces that other designers have done, that you guys just absolutely love, and it's very encouraging. So thank you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, see a piece that you like, but you maybe want to change it a little bit, I think customer service is your best bet. I know it's kind of, a lot of people tend to think that customer service is here when the show happens, but they're actually here during the daytime. So if you call them, if you have any questions, they can help you out, and all will be well. So let me know on this one. Again, I know it's not a small itty bitty little piece. And next up, I think I have to bring to you guys the Speertite garnet, because it is also not a small piece, but there's been a little bit of a pricing discrepancy that I've discovered on this Speertite garnet. Because if you remember not too long ago, I had flashed to you guys a gents ring. It had a textured band, single halo of diamonds, and you probably remember the price of that one. Well, this one has a very similar stone, and I think it might be actually a larger center stone. But not only that, but it also has cushion cut yellow diamonds on either side. So let me know on the sphene. I'm gonna move this guy apart or aside here. And next up, we have this ring right here. From a distance, it looks fabulous. Just wait till I zoom in. This, however, is going to be 1118118. It has been here for a hot second. It is a very hot stone, visually. And it's got yellow diamonds. Now here's the thing, this piece was created a while ago. Again, it's a 111 item number. It's been a couple of years at this point. From the moment this piece was created to today, one thing has changed. A couple of things have changed. Gold prices are not what they were a couple of years ago. And not only that, but yellow diamonds. Yellow diamonds, the prices of yellow diamonds have gone up. It does not matter the size. It does not matter the clarity. It does not matter the color. As long as it is a yellow diamond, the price has gone up. So here's where the problem starts. This piece right here was $12,999. And that makes sense, right? You've got your 1418 center stone, yellow gold only on this one, 80 points total weight of your yellow diamonds, which means if split evenly, if I'm doing basic math correctly, that means that this yellow diamond right here is 40 points. And that means that this yellow diamond right here is also 40 points. And if you know our 40 points yellow diamonds, those are not small yellow diamonds. And on top of that, we also have 74 points total weight of our round white diamonds. Every single stone in this ring is significant, especially I'm debating between the center stone versus the yellow diamonds. Again, everything in this piece is special. Everything in this piece has gone up in price. And here's where we do the TVON signature move, and instead of, bumping up that price to something even higher than that $13,000 price tag, we are going to take it down. We are going to take it far lower than I would have ever imagined. We are not going to do $69.99 on this. This piece has to go. Now, I understand that this is not a small piece. In fact, take a look at it on the hand here, because that's what it looks like. This is absolutely stunning. This is where we take our garnets into the more reddish orange range. So as you can see, if you compare it to the Mandarin garnet that we had not too long ago, this is definitely darker than the Mandarin garnets. It is still just as bright, and it is just as intense. And I mean, just look at those yellow diamonds. You can still see them from this distance away. Kind of makes me think of the ring that we had last week, and it kind of makes me, miss it a little bit. But here we are, $69.99. It's not going to be on this one. Again, in today's day and age, You cannot get the center stone for $69.99. In today's day and age, you cannot get the yellow diamonds for $69.99. There's a lot of, you know, parts of this piece right here that you cannot get for $69.99. But guess what? I feel like I should stop, but we are going to drop this even more. Luckily, there is a black Sharpie price tag on this piece, which does mean that either we are at cost or way below cost. And if we cannot sell this piece, then we just have no choice but to take it apart, which I would love to take it apart. I have some ideas for those yellow diamonds. But here's what we're gonna do. Last call on this one, true to size, yellow gold only. Let's bring it back up close here. And if you would like to grab this piece, maybe just for the center stone, maybe just for the yellow diamonds, whatever it may be, I can totally understand. I understand. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit here. All you gotta tell me is what your ring size is. We will size it for you, send it out to you just like that. This is what it looks like from the side right here. I mean, right? Like a gorgeous mixture of the reds and the oranges in this one piece right here. I mean, you look at it from the front, reds. You look at it from the back, oranges. How is it doing that? I have no idea. Those yellow diamonds too are not orange, they are not brown, they are not green. There's no secondary color hidden in there. We had this discussion not too long ago where the yellow diamonds in this piece are pure yellow diamonds. They're not, oh, you know, brownish yellow, greenish yellow. I mean, just look at it. Tell me if you can see, you know, a secondary color, you know, hidden away in there somewhere. If there was, you bet I would have already told you about it. You know, I'm very picky with color. Spent 4 years, you know, in college mixing paint. I am very picky with color. This is a yellow diamond. There's no secondary color descriptor here. I'm gonna just turn it around. Same exact ring. It's got I think it's got a fingerprint on it. Let me try to get it cleaned off here. Same exact color, yellow diamond. If you would like this ring today, again, I only got this one. I don't even have the stones. I don't even have the yellow diamond stones to recreate this look here. This is it. This is your chance to basically just steal from us, honestly. And we are going to make this entire ring $3,999. And just like that, the damage has been done. $39.99 for this ring, or else we take it apart and melt it down, which at this point I think we'd probably save some more money just melting it down. But if you would like to grab it, if you'd like to steal it from us, call us now and you can grab it for $39.99 today. True to size on this, and do not worry, you know, the yellow diamonds are a perfect anchor point, so it's not going to, you know, roll on your finger, it's not going to turn, it's not going to twist. For some larger stones, I get that it is a concern. This one, there is no concern to worry about because of the yellow diamonds, because of the surface area that the front of the ring covers. It's not going to, you know, roll and twist. Just get it in your ring size. We'll size it for you. All will be well. And $39.99. And if not, then we're going to take it apart. I'll take those yellow diamonds for myself, and you'll probably see it in a different piece. But here it is, last chance on this one. We do have a Congolese tourmaline here, if anyone is interested. And of course, the bicolor tourmaline pendant is still here as well, but this is just the Congolese tourmaline that I have here. A gorgeous, you know, gorgeous combination of the two colors, actually, with the reds, the oranges, and the greens, and the blues. Love that. And I do have a fun designer piece here today. You guys probably saw this one. I actually don't think I've seen this before. It is a pink sapphire, calling it a pink sapphire. Kind of got a interesting squared off look here, diamonds and two-tone metal and gold here, but love this design, love this piece. Let me know on that one. And I actually do have something special here today. I didn't want to overwhelm everyone with all of the, you know, the Mandarin garnets, you know, Tsavorite, Speertite garnets, but I do have an option for the Mandarin garnets that looks like this. So if you're, You know, not one for the overwhelming diamond weight, the overwhelming stone size. I do have a smaller stone here today, perfectly wearable style. Very similar to the Aquamarine in that we have diamonds burnished into the sides here. So let me know on this Speertite garnet. Again, just because I move along does not mean that a piece has sold. Just want to give you guys enough time to think about it here. I mean, this piece from the back, again, that is a lot of gold. And if you were to, again, think back with me to the price of gold, you know, a couple years ago, it is very different from today. And let me know on this one. If not, take it apart, melt it down. I'll call first dibs on the yellow diamonds for myself. Let me know on that one. And next up, we do have Mandarin garnet yet again, but this time a pear shape. It is a smaller stone. It is a bright color. It is 1124183. And this right here might just be our smallest Mandarin garnet in a ring, I believe. May or may not be. But it's everyday wearable, white, yellow, or the rose gold we can do. I would really love it in the yellow gold. And you know, for this design in particular, I would not be opposed to trying it out in the rose gold. Center stone is a carat 57. You've got 22 points of your white diamonds. I only got this one. This is it. And even though it's a smaller stone, I still feel an obligation to, you know, block the lights and see what happens. I mean, right? No matter the size of the stone, right? It looks straight like this, and then you block the lights and suddenly it looks even better. It looks brighter somehow. That is the power of a neon stone, and Mandarin garnet, in the history of Mandarin garnets, has never been called a neon stone. And here we are today on a Friday with a rather neon Mandarin garnet, just like that. This is not going to be $19.99. Again, I want everyone out there who has been dreaming of Mandarin garnet to be able to get their hands on a Mandarin garnet. Not everything has to be, you know, $79.99 plus, right? So here is your chance. It's not even going to be $999 on this one here today, or even $899. Again, call me quickly. I wish I had a million of these. Unfortunately, I do not. This is all I have. Again, the next closest thing I have is either a ring or a pendant, $29.99, but this is it. We are going to make it $888. If you would like to grab a Mandarin garnet, or if you are newer to this Mandarin garnet kind of craze and you just want to see the stone in person, see what it's all about. Again, smaller stones still included, yes. But again, smaller stone included, and look at what it still can do. It's almost like the setting sun has jumped out of the sky and landed into this stone right here. No matter the size of the Mandarin garnet, it is still going to be a gorgeous piece. Why? Because this is TVON. This is where quality is at, and quality that you can see. You know, if you go out into the jewelry world or to the jewelry store and you go into a store and you're like, hey, I want to see Mandarin garnet. If they even have Mandarin garnet, they have to persuade you to take it. They have to persuade you that, look, it looks like it is a gemstone, right? If it's a product that you can see in front of your eyes and someone has to persuade you that, you know, the quality is there, then that says a lot about, you know, the quality of the piece, right? This right here, VS diamonds, carat 57 Mandarin garnet, as bright and as neon as can be, and $888. I do not believe that this is still here. So let me know if you'd like to grab it. Let me also try it on the hand here. I'm gonna borrow it right here. Just barely my size, not quite my size. I mean, no matter how you have it, you're gonna have it on your hand, of course. You're going to see your VS diamonds. You're going to see how bright and incredible that Mandarin garnet is. You're going to be instantly in love with Mandarin garnets, just like me. I mean, I never had a strong opinion on the stones. I think that, you know, they were nice, right? And then one day I saw a large Mandarin garnet and it displayed like neon characteristics, and just like that, it's been an entire rabbit hole. And I have fallen down that rabbit hole, and I do not see myself getting out of the Mandarin garnet rabbit hole. So here it is, your opportunity to maybe even just try out Mandarin garnet, see it for yourself in person before you maybe, you know, follow me down the rabbit hole and, you know, indulge in larger and larger and larger stones here. But this is it. True to size on this one. I mean, no matter how you look at it, it's got that gorgeous glow inside of the stone right here. That's what it looks like from the side. And of course, VS diamonds. The only prongs you have are around your center stone. Diamonds burnished into the band there. 888 on this piece right here. Let me know if you like to grab it. If this one is still here, then I have failed. This is what it looks like back up close one more time. And of course, from the side, again, you can see all your diamonds just getting smaller gradually in size. And then from the back as well, you can see how clean it is. Again, this is not 100% clean, but this is basically looking at a piece through a loop. You can see how pretty clean it is. Again, I can see something just a little bit on the right side there, but I really just have to look at it, stare at it, see if I can see anything else. But again, this is not a 100% clean stone. Very rarely are they. I don't think I've seen a 100% clean stone yet. I really do not expect to ever see one, but you know, there's always a chance. Well, I guess you could see, say that the pendant is, let's actually take another look at the pendant here. I'm just curious here to see, because like this is a pretty clean stone. I was looking at it really up close here. We can see how Mandarin garnets, you know, how different the orange can get, how intense they can be, but how, you know, no matter what, if it's this one, the ring, the other ring, everything is gorgeous. It just draws your attention. It's bright. Something about it makes me want to eat it, but do not eat your jewelry. And yeah, Tracy, I don't think I'm getting out of the Mandarin garnet rabbit hole. And I already fell down the black opal one, and again, there's no saving me. I'm a lost cause. And let me know on this one, 888. We do also have Congolese tourmaline. If anyone would like, I know there's a lot of orange happening right now, but if anyone would like an imperial topaz for $19.99, an imperial topaz of a 314 carat weight center stone and a carat 10 of diamonds for $19.99, I got you covered. Or if you just want to pick it up right now, I can also, you can go ahead and call and take this one. But if you would like to grab it, again, $19.99 for this imperial topaz, also an orange stone, but just look at how different it is. It's just, I don't know how, I don't know how Mother Nature does it, but here it is. And blue zircon that I flashed earlier too with the pink and white diamonds. If you would like to grab it, it looks something like this. And if you would like to grab this ring right here, 586 center stone, we're gonna make this one $23.99 if you would like to grab it. Again, fingerprints not included on this one. We'll get that cleaned up for you. But again, pink and white diamonds, an entire 586 center stone for only $23.99. Unheard of. And what else do we have here? If anyone would like a starfish pendant, I know it's a little bit out there, but if anyone would like a starfish pendant, I do have one. It's in the yellow gold only. It's got multicolored diamonds. It looks something like this, a fair bit of gold in this one. I should say a lot of gold in this one. If you would like this pendant right here, I'm holding it by the hidden bail. We are going to make this one $999. Again, all of those stones you see there are multicolored diamonds. All that gold, yellow gold, only 56 points total weight. In fact, $999 on this one. If you would like to grab it, let me know. I'd honestly just take that for just, I just take it for the gold, honestly. And let's see, what else do we have here that I could kind of, you know, flash and show to you guys before we head into our last hour here. I do have yet another black opal. kind of similar to the first one we had, but this time this is the pattern. Now this one, it kind of reminds me of, you know what, let's bring up the graphics for this one. I love this piece. This is 1123619. I love this piece, and now that I see it super up close, I love it even more. Why? I've never seen it in person, but this really truly does remind me of the aurora borealis that, you know, I've seen pictures of. You know, the dark blue shape on the, you know, the right side there kind of reminds me of a mountain range. You know, where you're standing at the ground looking upwards to the sky, you see, you know, part of a mountain, and then as I just move it, it kind of looks like the aurora is just happening just like that. I absolutely love this black opal. I mean, you know, it's a gemstone, but maybe it's just me, but when I see it, I see, you know, entire pictures, I see entire landscapes. There is like a whole visual story that I could just, you know, think of. Whenever I see stones like this, I mean, just, it looks like a video inside a gemstone, right? Kind of does. And even better is that this is a carat 75 center stone, 46 points of your diamond, single halo design, platinum on this one only. We will still size it for you. It's not going to be $29.99. And it really just, you know, if I can't ever see one in person, I mean, I would just get this ring and just, you know, look at it like this, right? It pretty much could be the same exact thing, right? Save yourself a trip, you can see it on your hand, you know, year round. This is not even going to be $19.99 here today. Let me actually flip it around and see, you know, if I can, you know, see a different sort of landscape here. Now I just see it as if it were reflected into the water, upside down in the water right here. And if you would like this one, we're just gonna make it $14.99 on this piece here today, again, with a dark blue base color. Those are the same exact blues that we saw in our first black opal. But then now as we turn it, those greens are overwhelming. They are intense. I mean, right? And then you can kind of see it's like green lightning there. Green lightning across the sky. You still got your bright blues. There's no reds in this, but I'm not mad about that at all. No matter how you look at it, it's just a completely different story here. Very subtle touch of the paraiba blues. And royal blues, so intense that the camera, I love it when the camera does that. It gets a little confused because the colors are so intense that it kind of just, you know, blurs itself all together right there. We've seen that happen before in a Mahenge pink spinel pear-shaped, but here it's same exact thing is happening in a black opal. Let me flip it back around. I mean, this is just, it just feeds into my imagination. It's quite literally like a video of it happening in the sky, right in front of your eyes. And this is also what it looks like on the hand. Just currently not my size, unfortunately. But right, I mean, from here, I'm still seeing the same, you know, landscape, but do you guys see the same? Do you guys see what I'm seeing, or am I just crazy? I mean, you just look at it and it's just so intense. It's just through the sky, just like that. I mean, I just love this. And it's such a unique pattern too. It kind of reminds me of like the amylites. This is not an amylite, but you know, the way the color intensity, the way, you know, the pattern is, it just really does remind me of amylite, which, you know, I do have some larger stones here and there that I do hope to, you know, eventually do something with them. They're quite unique shapes. You might remember some of the pieces from many, many years ago, but I do have some stones here and there that I'm looking forward to maybe working with. Again, depends on the gold, the diamonds, everything. Everything considered. But here it is, $14.99, true to size on this one. That's what it looks like from the side. And I mean, last week we had an opal, nicknamed it the Rolling Flash. And here I think I have to say, something very similar is happening. It's giving kind of like a cat's eye effect. You know, with the greens, it's very subtle, not really subtle, but it's definitely there. You know, when I move my hand, It's definitely got some sort of like a rolling effect, like a cat's eye opal effect, which, you know, if I can ever get my hand on one, you know that it's going to be set immediately and brought onto the shows here. But I mean, just look at that. You can see how it has such a unique split in the patterns. And, you know, I'm moving, the entire stone is moving at this point. It's not like I'm moving the top half of it and the bottom half is just not budging. This is the entire stone just showing off kind of with a half cat's eye effect. Now the bottom does kind of have it too, but it kind of just expands more. The top half right there kind of has like, again, a true cat's eye effect, which is really cool in a black opal such as this one. So let me know if you'd like to grab it. $14.99 today. Love how it goes from the blues to the greens to the more intense greens. Just love this piece. And then I pick it up in front of my eyes and it turned into this gorgeous blue-green, which of course, once I put it down, it's not gonna show to you guys, but just know that it's there. Looks so much better in person. You'll be mesmerized by this ring right here. And I think I'll have to show you guys the emerald necklace up close next as well. Last hour is here. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Joyce, and I think we have to start off the last hour with the ultimate emerald necklace. I mean, you can see every single individual stone from a distance away. You can see all of the diamonds. Everything about this necklace is just perfection. I have lost so much time just staring at this piece. I am embarrassed to admit it, but this is one of those pieces that you just can't stop looking at it. Like, you're just holding it and you're just staring at it. You're like, I can't believe that it's real, but here it is. Gonna be here up next, so see that real soon. Mandarin garnets are all still here, I believe, so let me know on that. And of course, if you need to see anything again like the color change sphene necklace, I do have it there. The rhodochrosite, the 519 rhodochrosite. I think I'll also have to show this to you guys up close, if not just a quick little flash, because it is also one of those pieces that it's almost truly too good to be true. So that is here. I do have some blue block Tanzanites here. They are not small pieces. I have a pair of earrings and a pendant. So if you're looking for, you know, larger stones, I know larger stones on a Friday, who would have thought? If you're looking for larger stones, I do have a pair of earrings and a pendant, and of course I got a couple more pieces to go through over here, another bicolor tourmaline in a ring, so very excited about that. So again, just let me know if there's anything you want to see again, whether it's been here the first 2 hours. I have everything right over here. I can bring it out and show it to you guys. And let's get right back into it. Last hour is here, so let's go and admire our black opal one more time before it hopefully goes here. I would honestly also just love to collect black opals just for the patterns, because, you know, I've seen a lot of the stones here. You guys know that. I'm obsessed, a little bit too obsessed, but I have seen a lot of the stones here, and I have never seen an opal with a pattern quite like this one. So just know that, you know, I haven't seen it. First time seeing something like this. I quite like it, even though, you know, no reds. You know, not every single opal has to have reds. You know, for me, the pattern definitely sells it, and, you know, just looking at it just makes me just think of traveling, but maybe one day. And even from the sides right there, so the more of the paraiba blues come through. I just love everything about this piece right here. And this is what it looks like from the back, true to size on this one, as soon as it stops dancing there. And here it is, $14.99 on our black opal. We also had a Mandarin garnet, a pear-shaped earlier for $8.88. Had an oval in a signature style ring for $29.99. Had a couple pieces still hanging out here actually, so I might just bring out some of the pieces here for a quick little recap before we go here. And Rubilite still here, bicolor tourmaline in a pendant, still available. Had some questions on that one. Out of all the bicolor tourmalines, I think I have found my favorite. It's almost like every time you find your favorite, somehow there's like another piece that pops up, but you know, for that bicolor tourmaline in particular, I think that's the one. So let me know on this opal right here. I'm gonna show you guys the necklace right up next. Any requests are welcome, doesn't have to be from today. If there's a piece on your wish list that you've been thinking about for a while, just call in. Let's hear the item number, and then we can always check if it's still available, because again, pieces do go after the fact. And I would hate for you to be thinking about a piece just to find out that it is gone. So it's always better to call in earlier, because you never know who else is also thinking about your dream piece. Okay, black opal still here. That is because I left it from like that, but here it is, back to the front. And moving right along into the piece that we've all been waiting for. I might have to start with this one on the hand here because it is a lot. This right here is going to be 1124286. Every single emerald is exquisite. These are all Colombian emeralds. And this is in the 18K white and yellow gold. So you have your emeralds in the yellow gold. I can show you what it looks like from the back right here. Emeralds in the yellow gold, everything else in the white gold. A gorgeous way to do it. You know, a lot of thought has been put into this piece, as is rather obvious. Just looking at it, I cannot imagine just matching all of the stones. The stones do gradually turn smaller in size as we get higher and higher into the necklace here. Now here's where the fun starts, because you're probably wondering about the carat weights. Not only the diamonds, but also the emeralds. So let's start with the emeralds. We have 1657 of your Colombian emeralds, every single stone combined. And on top of that, you know, get ready, it's gonna be a little bit scary here. We have 2311 in all of the white diamonds in this piece right here. Those are some hefty carat weights. I did mention that this is going to be in the 6-figure price range. And so it is. This entire necklace is going to be a 16.5-inch length. I really would love this, you know, sitting a little bit higher on the neckline. And last piece of information that we are missing is that price, that 6-figure price tag. Where, oh, where did it start? Here's where it started. $369,999. That's where it started. And again, when you see these emeralds up close, it makes sense. And speaking of, let's actually take it up close here so we can see every single emerald up close and personal. I mean, just look at it. I'm zoomed pretty close up. We just had a smaller black opal up here, and look at every single stone right here. Every single diamond too, by the way. It is so incredibly clean. I just can't believe that this is real. You know, we've had some comments here and there where it's like, you know, I would love to have a 100% clean emerald, and I said that it's impossible. Now, this is the cleanest that I have ever seen. This is probably the cleanest that we are ever going to get. And this is only for one person. I'm gonna turn it around here so that we can see what it looks like from the back, because we do still have, you know, some of these smaller emeralds here. Now it's a necklace, so it doesn't turn that way. So here we have all of our emerald cut white diamonds. I mean, just look at how the light dances and reflects off of the diamonds here. This is why they used emerald cuts instead of the rounds, right? Even that small emerald right there at the very right side, even that one little stone right there, so incredibly clean. I just cannot believe that this piece is real. And right here, we do have our closure with all of our emerald cut white diamonds here. I love everything about this piece. I mean, and then moving on to the other side here, still smaller emerald, yes, but so incredibly clean. I mean, I keep saying it yes, but you just see it and you have to, I mean, there is no filter on our cameras to, you know, blur out the inclusions. I don't even know if that's a thing. But I mean, just look at it. It is incredible. The emeralds are so clean. The diamonds are so bright that they're reflecting into each other. This is an entire necklace. I cannot believe that this is here. This is not inexpensive. Just know that. So here's what we're going to do. Let me actually, I know these emeralds are already fairly clean, but let me turn the necklace first. So it's actually looking into the camera here, right? We all see it. It's turning slowly but surely. And then we just block one of the lights, two of the lights, and look into the stones. How is that even possible? The emeralds are reflecting into the diamonds. The diamonds, those diamonds are white diamonds, by the way. They are not green diamonds. I know these emeralds are so intense that it is changing the colors of the diamonds that they're next to. When have you ever seen an emerald do that before? I have never seen that happen before. Here we are, 6 figures up there, all is well with the world, right? Karen would like to see the aquamarine? Of course. Miss S, I'll take 2. I wish I had to. Here's what we're going to do. Karen, I can bring back the aquamarine if you would like to see it again. Let me first go find it. Here it is. I know this is not a small piece. This is the furthest it can be from a small piece. This makes the color change sphene look like a small piece. This entire necklace, if you would like to seriously consider about it, we are going to make it $199,999. Just like that. So discount has been done. Still, even on high-end pieces such as this, we are giving you the absolute best value possible. I mean, this quite literally looks like a piece that you just, you know, pulled out of a museum, one of those high-end fashion magazines, right? Magazine, museum, whatever. This, if you know, I would not be amazed if I walked into a, you know, jewelry and gemstone museum and saw this, you know, on display. I would not be surprised. It belongs there. It does. I mean, just look at it. It belongs there. But here today, on any other average Friday evening, here we are. This necklace is here as an opportunity for one of you guys. If you've been collecting emeralds for a long time, you know. I mean, you just look at it and you know. These are some incredibly clean emeralds, as clean as we can get, all into a necklace. That is it. Again, feel free to take your screenshots. I'm going to zoom back just a little bit here so that we can see a little bit more of the necklace. But this is it. All of your diamonds, all of your emeralds, everything the light just dances off of. Just going to kind of make it dance right here, right? I'm just very subtly turning it. And just look at how the light dances off of not only the diamonds, but also the emeralds, right? This is such a brilliant piece. And I just love the two-tone gold aspect of it, you know, with the white gold and the yellow gold. It just adds, it's a very subtle detail, but when you have stones as incredible as this, you cannot just, you know, go whatever and just put it into a necklace and not have much thought put into it, right? So this is it. This is our necklace. This is the ultimate necklace. I'm going to zoom back in, so in case you wanted to have another up-close look at the stones here. This is it. Going to be turning it here and there. So again, feel free to take your pictures as we move along here. So take your pictures there. And moving along through the entire necklace right here. Gonna grab it right here, and again, the emeralds, they get smaller and smaller in size, but still the quality is there. I mean, throughout the entire piece, and let's actually go to the hand here, because I think this is a better perspective for the entire necklace right here. Again, feel free to take your pictures here. This is just absolutely stunning, incredible, and I know I keep saying the same words over and over again, but this truly is one of those pieces where when you see, you just kind of go silent. You just go silent with awe, and you're just staring at it. You're like, brain is trying to process the new visual information of this necklace, just to process that these are in fact Colombian emeralds, and that you are holding it, and that these stones are so incredibly clean, and that this is it, guys. So let me know if you'd like to grab it. If you want to talk about this piece after the end of the show, I will be more than happy to hang out just to talk about this necklace. I mean, right, you just look at it. The entire piece is here, and this is it, guys. So let me know on this one, and let's go back up close and show Karen the Aquamarine, as was requested from not too long ago here. So here was the Aquamarine that we had not too long ago, and the information is 1124607. This was the one and only Aquamarine that I had today, and it's $13.99 for anyone who is requesting it. Of course, I might just have to do an extra long recap here, as I do have quite a few pieces still hanging out here, but this is one of them. And this is it. Yeah, that necklace is just, I love it. I'm sure everyone loves it too, but that is just, I mean, if you get it, I just cannot imagine. You'll have to be sitting down when you open that box there. But Aquamarine, here it is, bright, beautiful blue. Gold color change option is there, but I would recommend it in the white gold, 213 center stone, not a small center stone. You know, some of these stones, you see the carat weight and you're like, that looks a little bit small, but just wait until you see it on the hand here, because this is absolutely not, you know, a baby tiny little stone. It has a presence on the hand, absolutely, alongside all of the gold. I kind of like how it almost looks like the center stone is kind of just blending into the gold there. You know, of course you can see where the blue starts and ends, but you know, with how smooth the stone itself, you know, visually looks, you know, with the cutting of it, it almost looks like, you know, it's dispersing into the gold and diamonds in the band. Love this piece. True to size on this one. $13.99 on this piece today. If you want to request any other aqua, the only one that I can truly recommend to you is that oval in the 3-stone style mounting. That is the only other Aquamarine that I quite like at this point in time. So until I find something else that I like, it's either this one or the oval. But the oval, if I do remember correctly, I think it was $59.99. So just a heads up there. So I know two very drastically different sides of the price tags here, but you know, those are just, you know, my two recommendations. This one $13.99, or the other one, if I remember correctly, $59.99. Let's go back up close on this one. If you have a request, if you want to see something again, please let me know. I might just have to recap the the Brazilian paraiba and the Russian demantoid piece from earlier today, as I believe it's still hanging out here. So Karen, let me know what you think on this one. Of course, if you would like to see anything else, we can always check, you know, what might be in the back, but I like either the cushion or the oval, but the oval is a little bit pricier. This one was from earlier today. It was 1125256 and $24.99 on this one. A beautiful mix of your bright neon blues in the Brazilian paraiba, as well as those bright neon greens in your Russian demantoids. Now this is actually the one time where, you know, neon is actually, you know, associated with the name. You know, you never say neon Mandarin garnet, which is what we're going to recap next, but here, neon, absolutely, for every single stone you see up here. And I know there was talks, like many months ago, years ago maybe at this point, of a TVON cruise, which I don't know if that can happen, but interesting concept. $24.99 on this one. This is what it looks like on the hand as well. I think it's perfect as a, you know, middle index ring finger. Probably not the thumb. Let me see what it looks like as a thumb ring. I don't know if anyone wears this as a thumb ring, but you know, it could potentially work. I don't know, do any of you guys who have the raindrop ring, you know, wear it as a thumb ring? I'm just curious. You know, it's comfortable, yes. And there's enough space on my thumb as, you know, for it to be a ring there, for it to exist there. But I don't know, do you guys wear it as a thumb ring? Let me know. Let me actually move it over to the ring finger here. I think everyone probably would wear it here or as the middle finger. But I mean, right, no matter how you look at it, bright neon demantoids, Brazilian paraibas, color is there, intensity is there, everything is there. $24.99 for this ring right here. Let's go back up close on this one and see who is going to grab this one today. I don't think I've ever been on a cruise. I will say, I don't think I've been on one before. I've been on, I've kayaked before. I've been on a boat trip before, like for like 30 minutes. I think that's all I've done, I think. It's kind of funny though, because my entire family is seasick. And I'm the only one who is not seasick. I love, you know, boat rides. Terrified of deep water, but love boat rides. Make that make sense. I don't know how. But cruises, I don't think I've ever been. Is there like a cruise you guys recommend? Do you guys need like a passport for the cruises? I know nothing about cruises. This is the Mandarin garnet that we had earlier as well. This one was 1125214. This is $29.99 for the Mandarin garnet. Let me know on that one. The color change sphene in a necklace, of course, if you need to see it again. I know it's not a small piece, of course. And I do have a bicolor tourmaline coming up in a ring. It is also a interestingly, subtly fancy cut. It's not a crazy shape. It's like an emerald cut if it were a little bit slanted. This is what the Mandarin garnet looks like again, with two of the lights blocked. Again, looks like this, and then suddenly it looks like that. Looks so good like that. So $29.99 on our 630 Mandarin garnet signature style here. This is also what it looks like on the hand. Not my size, don't want to force it. But again, no matter how you look at it, from whatever angle, even from here, which again, these pieces are going to be on your hands, living on your hands. You're going to be seeing it like this. And it looks like fireworks in the sky. Love it. True to size on this. Bright orange color, $29.99. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. And back up close we go. Here it is. I think the smaller one might also still be here for $8.88. So let me know if you want to see that again or if you want to see a comparison. And we do have, again, that bicolor tourmaline coming up next, Congolese tourmaline as well. Seems like there's a lot of the garnets and then the tourmalines. And if anyone wants a bangle, a Asher cut color change diaspore bangle, more specifically. This is also an item that has been here for quite a while. You can see that's a bangle, solid gold. If anyone would like this entire bangle, we're just gonna make it $16.99. I know it's not in focus, but you can see all of the gold. Really, at this point, I'm just selling you guys the gold. If you would like gold, all this gold, and a free, you know, carat 20 Asher cut color change diaspora and 30 points of diamonds, VS diamonds, you can take it. $16.99 for, you know, gold and some gemstones, I guess. So let me know on that one. And next up, we do have the fancy cut that I was talking about. You guys probably saw this one already, but it's my first time seeing it. I've been intrigued by the colors and the shape of this piece right here. This is going to be 1124767. And And of course, we have a request for the Mandarin pendant. So let's set this aside for a brief second there. Sorry, Tony. And let's bring up 1124673. So we do have a quick little request to present our Mandarin garnet pendant. Again, that was 1124673, private collection. Now I'm going to set this one down, hope it stays there. And I'm going to zoom in. I just want to see, I'm going to block one of the lights here, see if it helps with, looking into the stone here. So I can see it's very subtly included. I'm sure you guys can see there as well. If we're looking at it from how it's sitting on the wheel, towards the center, a little bit higher from the center of the stone. Just a little bit of inclusions there. And let's see here, towards the bottom right, near the prongs, that is also where I am seeing some inclusion. So overall, I would say, fairly clean stone. I'm sure we can all agree there. And this is in the yellow gold, only 18K yellow gold, in fact. So love the upgrade on the gold purity there. We also have 303 in terms of the center stone weight. It's perfectly cut. Everything about the stone is, I would say, perfect. And we also have some very interesting diamonds in this piece, because as you notice, not only are there rounds, but there are also baguette cut white diamonds here. Now, I don't have a breakdown on the carat weights, but everything combined is 28 points total weight. The entire pendant from top to bottom is 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 or 3/4 of an inch. And you guys already know the price, but if you were curious as to where it started, around $69.99, and from there it did drop all the way down to $29.99 on the pendant here. So again, this is private collection. I also should probably mention that. This is private collection, and just looking at it, you can see why. You can tell why it's in the private collection. I mean, you just look at it. I'm gonna also, again, every Mandarin garnet. Gonna block the lights on it, but of course this one definitely does not need, light blocking or no. It is gorgeous. It is that perfect orange, right? There's no brown to it. It's that perfect red and yellow split to make the orange here. And not to mention those diamonds are also pretty reflective there. And $29.99 on this one right here. Take a look at it against the hand, because that, right? When you look at it from a distance away, you can already tell, right? If I showed this to you guys and didn't say that it was Mandarin garnet, we'd probably have a few guesses here and there. For one, I don't actually know what I would probably guess. There might be, part of me that would think Mandarin garnet, but then just to see how clean it is, part of me would go, Mandarin garnet, but it's also kind of impossible to get a stone, this clean. But here it is, $29.99 on this one. It would be pretty cool as a sizable, centerpiece to a ring here, but it's in a pendant. It looks like we might have had enough of the rings. So pendant, if you want to add to your collection or maybe complete a set. Now this one does have to stay in the yellow gold. Just this heads up. And Melanie, I know, I love this pendant too. And I'm just glad that we can show you guys such a wide variety, from this one to the other ring, the oval, and to the Speertite garnet. If anyone wants to see a Savorite, I also have a Savorite, same in the garnet family. It's a lot. There's a lot of gemstones out there, and even Mandarin garnet, same name, looks so different. Love everything about it. $29.99. Karen, I did show the Aquamarine ring. I can show it again if you would like, but this is what the pendant looks like against the neckline here. So again, no matter how you look at it, it is going to be so incredibly bright. I almost want to eat it, but do not eat your pieces here, please. So let me know on this one. Let's go back up close and take another look at it one more time here. And to our requester, please let me know if you have any questions. This is what it looks like from the back here. So a gorgeous piece, as clean as can be. I just love how, you know, luscious it looks. I know we like to use that word a lot, luscious. But I mean, truly, from the back, you know, we saw the other Mandarin garnet, you know, you can see a lot of the inclusions in this one. This one we really have to look. And truly when it's just, you know, up here and it's, you know, moving around, we truly just do not really see that many of the inclusions in this one. And one last time, if you like to take your screenshots here, take your paparazzi pictures on this piece. Gonna block 2 of the lights one more time, just to make it fair with all the other Mandarin garnets here. I mean, right, you just look at it and it's just clean. There's no doubt about it. I don't have to tell you that, look how clean the stone is. You just look at it and you can already tell. I don't even have to be here for this piece. I just, you know, put it up here, put all the information up there. You can already tell how clean it is, and it truly is. So let me know on this one, $29.99. Karen, I will show you the Aquamarine one more time, and then I'm gonna charge you extra. Just kidding. Let me know on this one. And moving right along here, call me on the Mandarin garnet pendant. One more time for Karen. This is the Aquamarine that was here earlier. At this point, we are well acquainted with the information. $13.99 the price, $46.07 the item number, $213 center stone, 16 points of the diamonds here. Karen, let me know if you've seen it. I'll leave it up here for a couple more seconds, and then we'll go back to our bicolor tourmaline in a few short moments here. And no problem to our requester. And one more time on the hand for Karen. Karen, I hope you're watching. Here it is on the hand. Again, the color is not lost at all. It is there. Gorgeous piece. Aquamarine in the ring. Aquamarine is how I like to say it. Instead of saying aquamarine ring, it's aquamarine. So combine 2 words into one. There we have it. Karen, I hope you've seen it. This is what it looks like back up close. One last time. And hi Ellen, how you doing? I'm so glad that you love it. It's a fun little process here. And then scrolling up a little bit. So it depends on where the cruise is. Passports are needed to go to Mexico. Oh, that's interesting. What do you guys do on cruises? Like, I'm actually curious because, you know, I've only seen pictures of like the boats and that's all I know about cruises. Like, I don't know much about cruises at all. I just know that, you know, you go on a boat, you're on the ocean for a couple days. I think you make some stops here and there. I don't know. I don't know anything about cruises. Let me know on this one. And Mandarin garnet pendant is going on the wish list, looks like. So I might have to hide that into my secret stash there. My own private collection that only I can admire. Back to the fancy cut bicolor tourmaline we go. Karen, please tell me you've seen this ring. And we're gonna move right along here. Back to the bicolor tourmaline. Now this is what we think of when we say bicolor tourmaline. Very unlike the pendants that we had, you know, not too long ago, but a while ago at this point. If you want to see it again, let me know. But this is typically the color range we think of when we say the words bicolor tourmaline. This is our 709 center stone, 13 points of the diamonds here, entirely in platinum, which means that this is an incredibly weighty piece. I would probably even wear it on my index finger here. And, you know, I've seen a lot of, you know, emerald cut stones here. You know, the closest shape that I can assign to this shape right here is, you know, a slanted emerald cut. But never have I seen an emerald cut do this, where when it hits the light, the entire stone just seemingly glows with a golden hue. It looks like this stone is permanently in the golden hour, which we all know and love the golden hour, right? It looks great for selfies and pictures and whatnot. I don't take too many selfies. I don't take too many pictures of myself at all. But here it is, bicolor tourmaline, fancy cut. Second fancy cut, I believe, that we've seen today. Not to mention when I go outside, it's dark out. So I don't really get to see golden hours, huh? Only maybe on the weekends if I'm not lazy, which, you know me, I'm always lazy. I'm never, willingly outside. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit here. I mean, this truly looks like a watermelon slice, right? The colors, where the green is, the percentage of the greens versus the pinks, it really just looks like a watermelon. I kind of want to eat it, right? Watermelon is that perfect summer fruit. You get a watermelon, cut it in half, and just grab a spoon and just start scooping it and eating it just like that. And then you can also, kind of make some watermelon juice on the side. Like, it's just perfect for the summertime. $49.99 is not where we're going to take this on this gorgeous ring right here. And take a look at it against or on the hand too. I quite love this as a index finger ring. Now it's not my size, so it's going to be sitting a little bit strangely here, but I mean, just look at all that platinum and diamond. I mean, this is it's a very symmetrical, asymmetric look, if you will. And if you would like it, we're going to make it $24.99 today. And $24.99, this entire piece can be yours. You can take it home right here, right now. Let me move it over to my middle finger, see if that works. Maybe a little bit. It's a little bit more stable. It's just not my size currently. True to size on this one, of course. Platinum, we'll still size it for you, but again, this is a weighty piece. You can see what it looks like from the side there. It is so smooth and so comfortable to wear. And I know, visually this does not resemble the saddle ring at all, but just, how weighty the piece is, and how smooth the metal / gold is on the hand. Like, this reminds me of the saddle ring when it's on the hand. If you had me close my eyes and you put the saddle ring on my hand, or you put this ring on my hand, I'd probably have a hard time distinguishing between the two. So again, weighty piece, this one is $24.99, true to size, platinum only, and I mean, it's just such a gorgeous stone, especially when the light hits it at the right time. It's like golden hour is here. Let's go back up close on this one. Take one last look at it before we move along right here. Let's see, what else do we have that I still haven't shown you guys? So it's a no-go on the bangle there. I don't know if anyone is interested in that private collection sapphire that had flashed. It's not a blue sapphire. They're calling it a raspberry sapphire, which, when it's from the private collection, you should have naming rights, and I do agree with the raspberry, color descriptor. But to put it plainly, it's like a purplish, pinkish color. So we'll show that to you guys next. Again, I think maybe this is the first time we see a private collection colored sapphire that is not the blue sapphire. I think this might be the first time. Interesting. Let me know on this one. This is what it looks like from the side, from the back. I mean, I love it. I love the fancy cut. I love the weight of this piece, and the stone too by itself. $24.99 on this. And next up, going into the private collection here. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit. This is going to be 1125280. And this is a rather important mounting too, which, it does make sense. This is going to be our 219 oval private collection unheated raspberry sapphire. That is what they're calling it. Again, from the private collection, you should be able to name it whatever you want to name it. This is actually going to be two-tone gold. I did not do a good job with cleaning it. It's also got, now I did mention that this is not a small, insignificant, ring, because it's also got a carat 50 of diamonds. There's a lot going on here, and forgive me, I tried to clean it. Jewelers will do a better job for you. This is what it looks like on the hand. because you really just got to, see the size of the sapphire, which again, I know there's a lot of diamonds in this, but also just keep in mind that that sapphire by itself is a 219. It's not every day that we get to see larger sapphires, blue or not. It just does not happen anymore. We are lucky today to be in the presence of this ring right here. If you are a sapphire collector, I know there's so many different colors out there. Not only different colors, but also sapphires such as, the Windsor sapphire. And I'm sure the sapphire that everyone is missing. The one time we had that kind of looked like a paparasha, kind of looked like an imperial topaz. Changed colors when you, just turned it. I'm working on it, trying to get more, but everyone kind of looks at me with like a confused and mildly concerned look when I say, a sapphire that changes color when you just turn it like that, and it changes colors. But I'm working on it. But here it is, raspberry sapphire, 1.5 carats of diamonds. That's a wow. I mean, you can see all the diamonds there. Two-tone gold, $79.99 was where this piece was priced at. When you look at it from the side there, again, all of those diamonds continue still down the sides, triple split shank. I don't even know how many halos are in this piece. At least one, right? But I love how they alternate between the sizes of the diamonds to really give it that, it's all diamonds, they're all white diamonds. And just changing the sizes of the diamonds, that just gives it such a different look, right? If you could just imagine a moment with me, if both halos, I think there's 2 halos, were both the same diamond size, then it'd get a little bit, hate to say it, boring, right? If it's all the same size, then it kind of just blends together. You might even get a little bit distracted from the center stone, but the way that this piece is created, everything is perfect, perspective-wise, proportions-wise, even to the center stone, right? The center stone is not too large, not too small, it just looks perfect. And so here's what we're gonna do on this private collection raspberry sapphire here today. Again, I tried my best to clean it, didn't do a good job. If you would like this, again, you saw it, it's a lot of diamonds, large center stone, it's not gonna be insignificant. In fact, this is what it looks like from the side too. True to size, as it does taper nicely into the back. It's got a triple split shank that kind of just merges together here and then kind of just bubbles outwards again, and then it tapers backwards into the band right here. You've got your under gallery here, hidden hearts motif, but also kind of looks like an hourglass, which kind of love that, kind of digging it. We're not gonna make this even $59.99. When you have a sapphire that is this clean, which I know sapphires, believe it or not, can be included. They should be, honestly, but this one in particular is not. The color is open, the color is there, the color is consistent. There's no weird bits and pieces of the stone where, suddenly the stone loses all of its colors and, half of the stone looks like a colorless sapphire, right? None of that in here. It's very obvious. It's right in front of your eyes. You look at it, you can see it. I don't even have to say it. It's got some bright hot pink flashes coming through here and there. It kind of reminds me of a mixture of one of our Malaya garnets with a Mahenge pink spinel. I think that's another way I can describe the color is, Mahenge pink spinel meets Malaya garnet. And again, if you would like this, I know it's not a small piece, a lot of diamonds. Private collection stone. I'm just glad that, we're opening up the private collection more and more to, expose you guys to more of these different gemstones that I've been on, been in the collection for who knows how long. If you like this one, we're gonna make it $3,999 to the very first caller who says yes on this one. And again, forgive me, I tried my best. I'll try one more time to clean it here. But $39.99 will make it yours today. And while I have it close to my face, I can count the halos. It has a double halo. So here it is. Did my best. I only got a cloth up here. But double halo and a mill grain type outer third quote unquote halo. Love that look there. Very dynamic, very different. And Ooh, for cruises, they stop in ports and go into towns. On the ship, they have shows, bars, food, nice staterooms, dancing bands, shops, jewelry store. Get your picture taken. It does sound fun. Cruises. So do they stop in towns like, or I'm assuming they have like an itinerary and they just stop. How long do they stop for actually? I'm very curious. That's like one of my biggest fears is if I'm ever on a cruise and we stop somewhere and I get off and then like I forget to get back on the boat or something. Like, I don't know, like how long do they stop for? Is it for like a couple days or like what is it like? How does it work? I know I sound very silly right now, but never been on one. It is truly a get away from it all vacation, especially if you don't purchase the internet packages. That would be fun. I could live without my phone for a couple of days, couple of weeks here and there. Would be interesting. Maybe we'll look into it. I don't know. Is there like a best time of year to go on a cruise? Like probably not during, peak holiday season, right? Or is that like when everyone goes? Do they happen year round? Asking all the questions here, not talking about the jewelry. But let me know on the sapphire, $39.99. Let's see, I think maybe we'll start with a recap wheel. Ooh, rhodochrosite, meant to flash it. Put on the other side of the world here and did not see it until just now. So before we get to our recap here, let me know on the sapphire. And just in case, anyone is curious, this is rhodochrosite. This is 1125074. I'm sure you guys have seen it. This is a gorgeous piece. Platinum on this one. 519 center stone. It is our cushion. And I know it's like, what's so good about this stone, right? It looks like every other rhodochrosite that you've ever shown us. So here's what I'm going to do that can maybe help you see what I am seeing in person, because yes, this stone is rather intense, but as I just block the lights, is it properly showing on the screen what I mean by this might just be the ultimate rhodochrosite, one of the best that I have ever seen. I mean, let me zoom in too. Let me help everyone here, and let me just zoom in, because like here, it looks great, right? It's bright, it's so reflective, I can't even see into the stone, but when you can actually see into the stone, do you see what I mean by this is by far the best rhodochrosite that I have ever seen? The same exact rhodochrosite that has got management swooning over, which they, by the way, have seen a lot of stones. They have seen a lot, they've been collecting for a very long time. There's a couple of stones out there that they have never seen, but rhodochrosite is one that they have seen, that they have collected, and I mean, just look at it, right? I wish I could stand up here forever like this, but I'm on my tippy toes. So, I mean, right? You guys can understand now, right? When I'm just blocking off two of the lights here. Quick little break. Gonna get back to blocking the lights, right? Part-time job, blocking the lights. I mean, just look at the stone. You can see the quality. And I have seen rhodochrosite stones that, are also from, private collection, top quality material. They do not look this nice. This is the nicest stone that I have ever seen. I have seen stones that are so included that I'm scared to even look at it. I feel like if I even look at it, that the stone is going to just crumble and shatter into a million pieces. I've seen stones that are so included that they are so incredibly hazy that it looks like an opaque stone. This one is anything but. This is it. If we don't have too many rhodochrosites, but when we do, it's always a treat. And this is the ultimate treat of them all, because, I mean, just look at it. I can just stand up here for the rest of the show, get my workout in for today, right? But this is it. This is rhodochrosite, and $39,999 is where it started. This is, again, by far the best that I have ever seen. If you are a collector, you already have a couple here and there, I would, you know, if I can be your jewelry gemstone advisor for today, I would really ask you to really think about this one. If you have a couple, you know, great as potential investment pieces, not a financial advisor, but just seeing the stone in person, I mean, it's irresistible. So we're running out of time. If you would like this one, we're gonna make it $24,999. If you would like to own the ultimate rhodochrosite, I mean, just look at it. Take your pictures now because I don't know how much longer I can stand on my tippy toes, but this is it. This is what it looks like in person. Again, I know the colors of the stones, they typically get a little bit, you know, too intense. So it kind of looks like that, where all the colors kind of just blend together, they all merge together. It just looks like a blob of color, right? But when you can actually see into the stone, you can actually see into the stone and admire the depth of it, how clean it is, how like purely like a gemstone it is. Like, this is where it's at. This is where rhodochrosite is at. And again, I've seen a lot of these stones, not like a million of them, but I've seen a couple of stones here and there. Nothing comes close in terms of comparison to this one. So let me know if you like to grab it, and I will, of course, run around the wheel right here, pick it up from the wheel in front of me, and put it on my hand, because this is, again, this is where it's at. I mean, right? You look at it on my hand from a distance away, and you can see what I am talking about. This is how you are going to wear this ring. And true to size on this one, just currently not in my size. Let me actually loosen it off of my finger before it gets permanently stuck there, and I'll have to go home with it. But this is what it looks like, right? Up close on the wheel, it's beautiful, it's perfect, it's perfection. And the moment I take it away from all of those burning hot lights and put it on my hand, where, you know, the lights, they kind of tone down a little bit. You can see what I mean. You can see how, you know, gemstone quality this is. There are, you know, rhodochrosites out there that I will say I don't feel like they are very gemstone quality, right? They feel, you know, hazardous to touch. I don't want to even touch them. But this is it. This is where it's at. Again, I would really advise you to think about it. This is the one to keep forever, to own forever. You know, feel free to, you know, sell the others, donate to museums, whatever. But this is the one that you absolutely must have. And that's it, $24,999. Let me know if you would like to grab it. Let's go back up close, and then we'll start building a recap wheel. And I also have to know, Karen, did you see the Aquamarine? If not, I'll probably put it back up on the recap wheel here. But you know what? One last blocking of the lights here. Take your pictures if you want to. This is it. It's just that gorgeous stone. The color is consistent. And a little bit of inclusions here and there, as you can see, throughout the stone. But again, does it interfere with, you know, how bright the stone is? Absolutely not. I mean, when you look at it like this, absolutely not. But looking at it like that, that is just, this is the ideal way to look at this ring right here. I mean, everything about it is just stunning, and you gotta let me know and take your pictures. I'm gonna move away in 3, 2, and 1. Gonna zoom back a little bit here. We're gonna build our recap wheel. I think I have to leave the rhodochrosite as centerpiece. Let me see here. Karen, Aquamarine in the front, in case you were interested. We have our Brazilian paraiba and demantoid raindrop ring style that I'm probably gonna be putting in the back right here. And what else do we have? We have the sapphire, cornflower blue, opal. Let's see, where is my Mandarin garnet? It is right here. Mandarin garnet. What else should I put up here? If anyone would like the Congo tourmaline, I know I didn't present it, but if you would like this one right here, the bridge style mounting, we can change the gold color. 380 center stone, 32 points of diamonds. If you would like this ring right here, we're just gonna make it $14.99 on this Congolese tourmaline right here. Beautiful blend of the blues and the greens. Love it. I love the colors of this wheel. What else can I put up here to really just add to it? Let us see. Maybe kunite. I feel like if I throw the kunite up there, could really add to it. Maybe I'll have to move this guy back here. Put up the kunite right here. This is our fancier cut kunite in the round, of course. And what else do we have? I feel like maybe I should rearrange it like this, maybe. I love the colors of this wheel. Oh my goodness. Can someone screenshot this for me? This is just, I love every color up here. It is perfect. I feel like we're missing something in the front though. Let's see what maybe is still here. I don't know. Maybe this is it. I think this might be it. I would think maybe something yellow in the front, but I don't think I've had anything yellow today. So it looks like we're out of luck there. I think that's it. So this is our recap wheel. Of course, the black opals are still here. Cornflower blue sapphire. I guess I could throw it up there. Not exactly yellow, but it is something. It is blue. Does that work? If there's anything up here that you would like to see on the hand one more time, or information, anything, call in, double check with your operators. As far as I know, these pieces are still available. And let me also flash the bicolor tourmaline in the pendant one last time here, because it is also a gorgeous piece and something that you do not want to miss out on, because it looks something like this, and for, you just saw a quick little flash of it, but it's very obviously not up there for a reason, because it take up half the wheel. But again, it's that gorgeous blend from the greens to the blues to the white tourmaline to the pink tourmaline. So if you would like to grab this pendant right here, as far as I know, it is still available for $29.99. And last couple of minutes are here, so yeah, still holding out for a TVON cruise. I don't know. Again, I don't know how that would work, but see, Carolyn always goes at Christmas and another during the year, just depending on where in the world we have decided to go. Yeah, so I'll definitely look into it. We like to cruise in the early spring and fall while school is still in session. Ooh, Karen, no problem. So let me know on the Aquamarine, Karen. And I'll have to look into a cruise maybe. Let me know on anything up here. And Tracy, I agree, this is a lot of color up here, but every single color, there's something about it. So many different stone families, but together they still work. And I have to do this, but I have to block the lights just to see if there's anything interesting that happens here. And again, that rhodochrosite, Mandarin garnet. I mean, that kunite's a little bit surprising there. It kind of gets, a little bit brighter there, which definitely not really expected. Of course, the aquamarine, the cornflower blue sapphire, Congolese tourmaline, the neon stones in the back just get brighter there. No surprise. I mean, this is it, guys. This is where it's at. Let me know if you want to talk about the emerald necklace after the end of the show or anything else. Color change sphene necklace. And again, do not forget, Lauren will be back with you guys tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, as per usual. The weekend shows are in the daytime, so do not forget, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, online, on TV, wherever you can find us. And again, do not miss the weekend shows. It is the best. I have to say, it is the best. So do not miss out on the weekend shows there. And I will be back with you guys next Friday, of course. Same time, same place. And you bet there's going to be a lot more of the museum pieces. But again, just wanted to thank you guys for being here with me for yet another Friday. And call in on anything that you've seen today. And I'll see you guys next Friday. So let's take another look at our recap wheel here. Voice is going right on time. And water break is needed. We'll find out who will grab what. I don't know, maybe I'll have to drag Joanne back in for another show or two. I haven't been yelling as much though. Maybe it's just my allergies. I don't know. About a minute left here. And of course, let's see, East Coast cruise, that would be interesting. Ooh, Alaska. I've heard a lot about the Alaska cruises, I will say. I've had some family members go on an Alaskan cruise. I actually had some of our gemstone people here actually went on the Alaskan cruise not too long ago. So heard a lot about it. And yeah, let me know on anything up here. Looks like we might be talking about a couple of the pieces. Again, if there's anything up here that has to go today, I think it has to be that rhodochrosite. Just a personal opinion. Because it looks great now, but as soon as I block the lights, it looks even better. It looks a lot better. Let me actually see if I block this light. Does it change anything much? Kind of. I mean, right, no matter how you look at it, those stones are gorgeous. So let me know. We'll be here for a couple minutes after the end of the show. And again, thank you guys so much for being here with me Friday at the museum. I will see you guys next week, and have a great rest of your night.